Oh, all right. Oh, my mom's tuned in.
Yeah, now she can hear it.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 21. Our maintenance guy wasn't doing too well. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. Thank you to Just Ant for our intro song. We really appreciate it, bro. Nick will be about 10 minutes late because he doesn't care, and it's Nick's world, and we just live in it. I also want to start the show off. I know my mom is watching right now. I just apologize for this. Fuck Ben Simmons. I hate his guts, and I'm going to pass it off to Mike, and we're going to hold it down until Nick gets back.
My God. It was bound to happen. You've been very quiet about it.
I haven't said a word until today.
And I'm proud of you because I actually want to say the same. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
And then I love what Embiid did today, though.
Embiid had to do it, man.
Yeah, I know. I loved how he threw the dig, too, which was a mistake when he said letting go of Jimmy Butler. Loved it.
Facts. I mean, it's just all building up. People like me, even the people who support the guy.
You had Doc Rivers.
There's nothing you could say anymore.
Daryl Morey, Joe Embiid, Danny Green, Seth Curry. Everybody was coming to his defense and coddling him again, saying, "Oh no, we need him back. But he wants to sit out the whole season. Good then. Go ahead. The league doesn't need you.
Guess he'll be a couple million less rich. So
yeah, that sucks for him.
But tonight's show, guys. So as usual, we want to encourage everybody to comment, and we will certainly keep an eye on that. And also make suggestions for title names. We always are looking out for that. As Mike said, we're waiting on Nick. He should be here shortly and bring some more energy. But real quick, there is a Thursday night game going on, and since we started later than usual, we did not get to give out our picks. So I will do that real quick. It's Jacksonville at Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 7.5. And Nick and I took Cincy both ways, which is actually looking bad right now.
Sorry to hear that.
Mike, you want to share your pick real quick?
I took the Bengals on the money line and Jacksonville with the points.
So, I mean...
I really need Jacksonville to win, too. That knocks 28 people out of my survivor pool.
And this is a great way to just lead into me telling everybody that Mike is kicking our fucking ass in the spreads. We're not going to obviously talk about our Week 4 picks until the end of the episode, but I will tell our records real quick. And I'll probably say it again later in the show when Nick gets here. But Mike is leading in spread wins with a record of 30-18. And Mike also won last week in the spreads with an 11-5 record. Straight up, though, Mike and I, you and I are tied 28-20. And
That's
I
good,
won
though.
last week 11-5.
What was I last week?
10-6. So
Damn it.
you're killing it, dude.
Damn it.
Mike is just killing it, and Nick is somewhere in there.
The only reason I liked the Jaguars tonight was because who are the Bengals to give somebody 7.5 points? I don't care how big.
Yeah, right.
Look.
And they've been super conservative.
Yeah.
And I even said to you before we went live here, I said, like, it just feels like a game where it'll be a lot tighter. It's a Thursday night football game. And, the conservative game plan by Cincinnati so far.
I'm looking at it and I'm like 7.5. I'm like, what is that?
It's an awful lot. And I mean, look, so Jacksonville is up 14-zip.
And they're only 8 right now on Cincinnati's 8.
So it's not looking too good for the Bengals right now. But so tonight's show, guys, we're going to review all the Week 3 games, as many as we can, any big headlines. And then we will give out our Week 4 picks, the usual stuff. And we'll give a fantasy spin wherever we can. So let's get right into it. Phil, you know what to do.
Drop the shit, Philip.
Let's chop it up, Mikey. We can do this. So why not just start with Thursday Night Football from last week? And it's going to be a real quick one here because the biggest headline, CMC is hurt again. Again!
He'll only be out 2 weeks, though.
It's looking that way, but man, I don't want to, it's a hamstring.
Yeah,
so,
for my dear friend Mike.
Uh-oh.
How nice of you to show up.
Hey, doing it. Suit and tie action. You didn't miss a damn thing.
You didn't miss anything. We were just about to start.
Nick gives a fuck.
I'm shocked.
It's not Nick's world. I heard your comments. I was watching on YouTube.
Thanks for tuning in.
I was tuned in, fellas. You guys did a great job on the intro. Glad to be back, man. Let's get it popping.
So,
oh, my phone.
So as I was I was saying, I hope CMC comes back soon because my dear friend Mike has him in fantasy. And Mike Broadbent.
Thank you.
And I want both of you guys to do good, so I hope he comes back within 2 weeks.
Boys, I'm ready to fucking pod.
Let's go.
What's up?
Let's
You
do
made it.
What's up?
You look at sharp.
Yeah, I care. I was going 100 miles an hour on the fucking turnpike to get here. Hell yeah, I care.
We
Be
careful. We even talked about Ben Simmons for a few minutes just to give you some time.
I heard it all.
He tuned in.
I heard the maintenance guy fucked up. I heard everything. I heard it all, fellas. What's up? We here. We're ready to pod.
Yo.
Let's do it.
So Mike is again looking pretty good with the spread tonight.
I'm like that.
Jacksonville's up 14-zip on Cincinnati right now in Cincy.
I took the Bengals.
You and I both
Outright,
did.
too.
Yeah, you and I both
I'm
did.
sorry to hear that.
Wow, who'd you took Jacksonville? Both ways?
No.
Just on the spread.
Just on the spread.
I basically
What's the score?
14-0.
Yeah,
Ooh, who scored?
James Robinson and
Let's not
Trevor
talk about
Lawrence
it.
on the ground.
Trevor Lawrence. How's what's his name doing? Marvin Jones. Doo-doo?
I think so.
2
James
catches,
Robinson's tearing it
17
up.
yards.
It's just doo-doo?
Yeah.
James Robinson's having a pretty big game.
I just thought that. I told Mike to pick up Joe Burrow. Bro, I'm so sorry.
He should have picked up Kirk Cousins. He was available.
Oh, I
Bad
can't wait to
coaching.
talk about Kirk Cousins this
He's
week.
balling.
That's bad coaching.
So where we at, fellas? Let's get to it.
We're just getting into last Thursday night's game, and the biggest headline, obviously, CMC is out. We don't know how long. It's looking like it'll be less than 3 weeks because he wasn't placed on the IR. So fantasy managers don't necessarily have to panic. I am a CMC owner. I'm going to tell you what I did real quick, fantasy-wise.
Chubba.
No. I did not place a waiver claim for Chuba Hubbard, and I actually feel good about it because the timeshare, we don't know how much it's going to be a split between him and your boy Royce Freeman, Nick. But
Oh, God.
I think it's going to be like a 60-40.
Don't talk about him.
I think it's going to be a 60-40 split. And I was like, you know what? I'm not wasting a high claim on a guy that may be a 2-week option for me. I liked my depth, and I was just like, you know what? It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah, but
And
you're going to need him throughout the season, though, just in
Maybe.
case CMC does get hurt.
Maybe, but I suspect that CMC might come back, and then Hubbard might get dropped by whoever owns him because he'll be irrelevant for a couple weeks, and then it's going to be the same thing again. And if there's a re-injury, it's obviously going to be worse than what he has now.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on what league you're in. If you're in deeper leagues, then Hubbard you want because you can use him as a trade piece. So that's why I would say go out and go get him.
They stuffed the Jags at the 1, by the way.
Good. Looking better for us by the minute, maybe? Nah, we'll see. Well, DJ Chark, by the way, he left with an ankle injury. He's not coming back. And I
fractured his ankle.
I just added him in one of my leagues, deeper league.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean,
again.
it didn't cost me nothing, so whatever. But I was considering dropping him before the game to create a roster space for Antonio Brown coming off the COVID list. So fuck me. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, Davis Mills didn't look too bad that game, by the way, guys.
He's bad.
I was going to say, we're watching two different
Yeah,
TVs.
I know.
He's all right.
He's okay. He
Point
is
is, though, like, maybe this is a perfect way to...
He looked better than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
That's no cap
well,
either.
we cursed him.
Do we? Yeah.
we put the hex on him for real.
100%.
Do we want to go Eagles first here?
We might as
Like,
well.
just get it out of the way. Get the negativity out of the way.
We're going to be here we go again. The Cowboys are going to be 11-6. They're damn good.
I asked him who was we last week, and he looked perplexed.
Dallas is good, bro.
No, they're for real.
Phil, don't dare play Fly Eagles Fly. They do not deserve that fucking song today.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that on Monday night?
Regular.
What was that?
Well-
Gottfried was right.
He was.
The Gottfried
He was 100%
stunned us
right.
and picked the Cowboys.
Zeke looked
He had his eyes
Back
bulging
in
out of his
form.
fucking head.
Literally.
Rocking the Eagles hoodie. And he was going crazy. And all of a sudden, he picks Dallas. That dude really is psychotic and iconic.
psychotic and iconic.
I might have to ask him about this week.
Yeah, I love that song.
So, final score, I mean, is it even worth mentioning? 41-21 Cowboys. And the run game was working again. You know what it looked like, guys? It looked like the Cowboys listened to every damn thing we said, game plan-wise. We told them exactly what to do.
They were smart.
And they did it.
It's the P&I experts.
And
What
the
did you
Eagles
expect?
did the exact opposite
Check
of what
my
we
resume.
said.
Facts.
Let's start with the Eagles. Miles Sanders, 3 carries?
Terrible.
What?
Terrible.
3 fucking carries.
That
I
was the
feel
key.
like for the last decade, the Eagles have never ran the ball.
And here's the thing. You have a young quarterback who's trying to develop. You should run the football to get him, accustomed to play action, give him some easy passes to get the rhythm going. They don't do that.
You got to be in rhythm.
I'm stunned.
You got to be in rhythm. You got to hit it in rhythm. You got to throw it in rhythm. You got to do everything in rhythm. Everything's got to be in rhythm. For real.
Nice. You know what though? Like it's weird. Like game 1, we're sitting here like Sirianni looked amazing. Jalen Hurts looked amazing. The game plan was perfect on both sides of the ball. Game 2, step down. It looked like an okay game from both of those two. Game 3 though, oh my God, it looked like they were both just inept.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. I mean, I don't know who to blame more. I think I would probably blame Sirianni more. What do you guys think?
Sirianni, 100%. You call 3 runs? And not for nothing, he's probably your best skill player on the offense.
Yeah.
You know what I took from that game too is that it's the lack of targets for Devontae Smith. I'm very disappointing in that whole situation. I feel like he came in here and he was supposed to, upcharge the offense, and it's been the opposite. They're not running the football. He's not getting, separation as much as we would, we hope. Or is it Jalen Hurts just not being able to deliver the ball on time? That's really the key.
So we were talking about that before, where I was saying I don't even
this-
think that his arm wasn't able to push the ball down the field. I thought it was more that his timing was off. However,
Slightly off because these guys are fast as fuck. So.
yeah. Now on Monday though, it felt like I was watching Doug Peterson again because there was no creativity.
It looked like Doug Peterson at quarterback too.
Yeah, it was.
Well, he has a ring as a coach though. You can't knock that.
No, I'm saying the last year with Carson Wentz though,
Yeah.
it was stale. There was no creativity. There was nothing that made you go like, "Oh, wow, that was awesome." It was the same dull crossing routes that did nothing.
And the Eagles
And
had
not
a
running the
chance,
ball.
like early on in the game, especially after the defensive score, they had a chance to just rip this right out of Dallas's hands early. And then they got back in the game in the third quarter, and they had a chance to get back in it there too. You guys remember it was just when they made it a 2-score game, I believe. And they had a chance there, and they just
Was it 28-14 in the third quarter?
I think so, yeah, something like that.
Watkins had a beautiful catch, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
He's our best receiver.
He can go up and get the ball. You got to give him more opportunities. You got to create more space for him. He's got speed.
You want to know what confuses me though the most about this Miles Sanders thing? I'm going to give you guys a stat. Okay, this might blow you away a little bit. So, this year, most yards per rush on first down. Miles Sanders, number 1 in the NFL, 8.9 yards per rush on first down.
Yeah, so let's not give him the ball.
Nah.
And the next person down is Tony Pollard at 7.4. He's head and shoulders above everybody on first down carries.
Tony Pollard.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it just seems so obvious, especially even just with the eye test. We're watching Miles Sanders with the ball in his hands, and he looks explosive. He averaged 11 yards per touch because he had 55 yards on 5 total touches. And he looked explosive.
Yeah.
And that was where Dallas could have been beaten because Parsons was on the edge. And the middle of the field, we talked about the tight ends. The tight ends had 105 yards on 5 catches.
Absolutely.
And we didn't go to them nearly enough.
No, they were open all
The middle
game.
of the field, the seams, and the middle of the field, the second level, rushing up the middle, it was there for the taking, and the Eagles just totally ignored this.
That was the first time, and now it was only Jalen Hurts' 8th start. So like people do need to chill out a little bit. He could have some bad stretches. I mean, look at Zach Wilson. But the thing is like with him, that was the first time I felt he looked overwhelmed.
I understand what you mean by that. He had 8 starts, but he also had a full offseason again with the receivers they have, and I feel like they could have developed, more rapport with his receivers. Every time he drops back to pass, if the first read is gone, he's running.
Yes, now
He's
that
looking
is
to run.
Okay.
that is a
That's a
serious
problem.
concern.
I'm happy you said that
That's
because
a
that
problem.
was
serious
my
concern.
biggest concern of the game.
Yeah.
Was Jalen Hurts not going past the first progression.
He couldn't do it.
He was eyeing people down on the pick six. That was eyes locked in on the receiver.
in.
It was obvious where he was going.
Right.
And that's something you gotta change real fast. You will never make it in this league. So
But the thing is even he was literally, as soon as he went back, he looked to the right. If that wasn't there, he was out. Now, I don't know if it was he just wasn't going through his progressions correctly or was he feeling the pressure?
He was probably feeling the
They were,
pressure because
they
our
were
line
getting to
wasn't
him
blocking.
quickly. Yeah, they were getting to him.
But that's the thing, guys. Like, that's the thing about running the football is linemen love running ahead and running people over instead of people running at them for 50-plus throws a game. Like you got to give them a chance to get moving.
Right.
It's tough to drop back every play of the game, and when you fall behind, it's natural that you have to pass. But in the Eagles' case here, there was so much time left on the clock. Even when they were down 2 scores, they could have easily ran the ball in the third quarter, and they just opted not to.
And two things: they never do play action. Like they didn't do any play action to set them off.
Because what do you fear? You're not fearing the run.
But I was just because you know they're not going to do it. But also on this too,
It's crazy.
he's never under center.
No.
He's never under center.
And like you said, Mike, there's no creativity.
There's nothing.
He
It's
drops
the same.
back.
It looks like
It's really weird.
And he's looking to run.
It looked like a Peterson.
And now here's the thing. I really
year's.
did. I liked the hire of Nick Sirianni because he had the Colts offense ranked 8th last year with Rivers. So I'm like, all right, I'm willing to give him a chance. I think he could do that. Now all of a sudden it's like, now granted he is the head coach and not the offensive coordinator, but
I'll be honest with you guys. He looks pretty clueless. I'm calling him spade to spade. He looks clueless out there.
It was a really bad game.
He looks like he's getting out-coached almost every single game.
the only game he didn't was the Falcons. And I mean, the Falcons, that's not really anything to brag
And the
about
Falcons
right now.
suck. They're trash.
But for the first
fact
half-
that the Eagles put 32 on them is a bad sign for the Falcons.
For real. But the first half of the 49ers game, the Eagles were playing very well.
Yeah. No, they were. They should have won the game.
60% of it.
They should have won.
Honestly.
I would say into the third quarter. And then obviously they wound up losing that game. But then last night or Monday night was one of the worst Eagles games I've ever sat through.
So before we talk about Dallas, though, guys, I want to tell you one thing about Jalen Hurts' stats in his first 7 career starts, and this might encourage some people because remember, I mean, he's basically a rookie.
I'm not down on him. I'm not down on him. I think he's very talented, and I think he's going to pick it up. So.
Listen to this though, 7 starts in, so I'm going to compare him to Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson here. Jalen Hurts has more pass completions by a pretty sizable margin. He's got almost the exact same completion percentage as those two at 58. He has more passing yards than those two. He has more passing touchdowns, and he is second between the three of them in interceptions. And his average depth of target is second. It's actually higher than Lamar Jackson's. Rushing wise, he's right there with Lamar Jackson. He's about 100 yards off on, it looks like 30 to 40 less attempts, and he's got tied for the most rushing TDs. So these are two of our better quarterbacks in the game today. Russell Wilson being a future Hall of Famer, and then Lamar Jackson is definitely one of the elite quarterbacks. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, is what I'm saying.
I'm not. That's what I mean
A lot
too.
of
Like,
parts
I'm
of
not
this game are
panicking.
not clean.
I'm not panicking on it at all. It's not
either.
that. Like I said, it's that was the first time he ever looked overwhelmed, and that was his worst game as a pro. And those games will happen. It happened to Peyton during his rookie year. Like those blips are going to happen. It's happened to Russell Wilson. He's thrown 4 interceptions in a game, so it's nothing like that. Now I wish they weren't playing the Chiefs this week because I want to see them rebound.
know.
However, the part of me that's happy they're playing the Chiefs is let's see how he responds to a team like that coming into his hometown.
Because the Chiefs' defense can be had right now, and we'll talk about that a little later.
They are a fucked up fumble away from being 0-3.
All 3 of their games could have went either way.
Yeah.
So,
I've been screaming.
I mean, I'll admit it, and it's fine. I mean, that's kind of how it's been with them. If the offense isn't dialed in and scoring 30 plus, anything could happen with that team.
I agree. And then they signed Josh Gordon, which is like a desperation move, kind of. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on,
he's 30
Josh
years
Gordon,
old.
He hasn't been relevant since like 2014. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, he is 30 now, but he keeps himself in good shape, and he looked pretty decent on the Seahawks. He had a role player kind of role, but he looked pretty decent a couple years back. I might trust him more than McCole Hardman right now, you know?
Nah, I think McCole Hardman could play.
I liked him this year.
He hasn't showed us anything, and I'm waiting. I thought he would
I'm
break
with
out
you.
today. He
Yeah.
hasn't shown us a damn thing. They need some help.
Yeah.
So,
I just think the Chiefs are down in general right now. They haven't found their rhythm.
which is sad for the Eagles. It's going to be ugly.
That's because they're not getting these
Could be.
the wide open fucking deep passes to Hill and Kelsey anymore.
Nothing deep, nothing cheap.
It's
Nothing
not even
deep.
as if
It's not
Mahomes is
wide
playing
open
bad
anymore.
either. They're losing games that are winnable.
I've been saying this though. Me and him have been laughing about this and saying this for like 3 years, and I'm not. People are going to blow this out of proportion. I don't give a fuck. Patrick Mahomes has never had to throw in tight windows. Every
Never.
time he throws to a guy, there's there's nobody near him.
It's a fact. It is really.
well.
It's so true. It is so true.
I'm not gonna go that far. But I'll say this: I'm gonna use my same point I always use with you guys. It's a fucking team game. And I'm really concerned about this defense right now.
They can
and
be
I'm also, you know what's most
I
concerning,
agree.
though? You want to know what's most concerning? That they ran the football well and still lost the game. They actually committed. They went right out the gates. I actually thought they were going to go to CEH right out the gates. And they did. And he had a great game, and they still lost. That is a concern.
Yeah.
Granted, though, Justin Herbert's a different animal.
He is.
Yeah, but you don't lose to Justin Herbert if you're Patrick Mahomes.
Chargers look,
Straight up.
Chargers look
If you're the best
awesome.
player if you're the best player in the world and you're better than Brady,
Who?
you're beating Justin Herbert and you're home.
Mahomes not the best player in the world.
Well, look,
I'm
there's a
just saying,
17-game season.
The consensus,
I was gonna say the blasphemy.
the bullshit consensus.
Okay.
Yeah,
is
but
that
the other
he's the
thing
best player
is
in the
Matt
world.
Stafford's been a loser his whole career, and he just went out and outdueled Tom
He
Brady.
didn't
and beat him.
outduel shit.
He did.
He not doing
did
shit.
You
not
could admit that.
It's funny because all the commentators on ESPN and everything, they're saying he didn't even outduel him. Tom Brady had more
I
passing
saw
yards.
everyone say that
You know
he
what's funny
outdueled him.
about Matt Stafford? Him and Jared Goff are like the same quarterback. I actually believe that because right now,
I think Stafford's better.
Wow.
maybe talented, but
That's
Definitely more
crazy.
talent.
if Matt's listen to me.
Mike, I'm not physically well enough tonight.
How many Super Bowls has Matt Stafford been to?
That's facts.
How many Super? Just tell me.
What's the
I
title?
just need
here?
somebody to tell me.
I'm not physically well enough tonight. I'm on fire with these fucking titles. They're all
I just
my
need
quotes.
you. Has he been
I'm
to a
like
Super
the
Bowl?
least entertaining guy on the show, and my quotes happen to be the titles the last 4 shows.
I set them up perfectly.
I am like, you guys are funnier than me. It's just crazy.
So wait a minute. Go ahead. If Matt Stafford doesn't get to a Super Bowl in his Rams tenure, what can you say? Jared Goff wasn't ever throwing to no Calvin Johnson.
But he's got Brady.
Oh no. He's talent wise. Is he a better talent than him? Yes. But
Tom
right
Brady
now,
threw 55 passes in that game, and that is why he had more yardage than Matt Stafford, who had a higher average and 38 pass attempts.
How many passes were completed?
27 to 38 for Stafford.
No. Brady.
41 to 55.
That's very good.
I didn't say he was bad,
And how
but
many
his
yards did he have?
QBR was 63.7. That's bad.
How many yards did he have?
432.
Okay.
But see, this is a problem. So look, we were just talking about the
what
Chiefs.
discussion?
We're kind of like rolling around a bunch of games right now, but this is good. Like, we're establishing a theme here. What was it with the Bucs, besides obviously having the GOAT and a phenomenal defensive performance during last year's playoffs, okay? What was it about them that was working that is missing right now? And it's really easy. We just talked about it with the Eagles.
Running the football.
What the fuck?
They're not running the ball.
They're literally 13 attempts. 13 attempts.
and Tom Brady was their leading rusher.
And Tom Brady was their leading rusher.
And they didn't have AB, which is kind of like you would think they would run the ball more. So
This is what I like, especially knowing the Bucs' defensive woes right now, because the secondary's beat up. Okay, they're beatable.
they're garbage.
It can be had, right, Mike?
They're bad.
Who?
The Bucs secondary, they're bad.
It's just the outright refusal to run the
brought
football.
Sherman in now.
And guess what? If the Chiefs and the Bucs continue at this rate with their outright refusal, they will both be fucked in the playoffs. I guarantee it. But I will tell you this, though. I do trust that a Tom Brady type is going to say, I'm fucking handing off the football in the playoffs.
100%.
It's a recipe.
And he
It's
has
a
Leonard
recipe.
Fournette. Leonard Fournette isn't trash.
Let me ask you a question.
Ronald Jones isn't trash either.
Who do you trust more in the playoffs if both teams don't run the football, Brady or Mahomes?
Well, Tom Brady is literally, I mean, you have to say that. You have to.
Why?
Because he's the GOAT. And he's the most clutch quarterback.
And he's what?
Look, I already said this to you guys.
And
I'll
he's
say
the
it
best
again.
player in the
Even
game.
though he's not the best player in the game.
You know it.
I will take him.
He was watching his words carefully as he
No.
was
knows
speaking.
it.
I will absolutely.
Because he's the GOAT. What does the GOAT mean?
If you have one game and your life depends on it, you're obviously going Tom Brady or you're drunk.
Facts.
So that's what I mean. Like, in a playoff setting, it's no question.
I got you.
Because your life does depend on it.
Because he's the best player in the game.
No, he's the
Of
best
course.
player in those moments, though.
It's because he's the best player in the game.
But right now, guess what? Neither of those guys are the MVP right now. Neither of them.
I would give it to Stafford right now.
It's probably Stafford.
The MVP?
Stafford.
Right now,
Derek Carr.
Stafford just passed
You
Kyler
can say
Murray.
that. You can argue
I
that.
think Derek Carr is third in there, but he's in there.
Who's second?
Kyler.
Debatable.
No, Stafford just passed him, and this is good. We're actually already
You think Kyler's over Derek Carr?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're both 3-0, and the stats say that Kyler is having a better year. But It's close. It's close.
I just feel like Kyler's got a better wide receiver core to make him look better than Derek Carr. I mean, Derek Carr has been balling though, and I trashed him.
I mean, he's
Okay, I know, for real.
I hate him.
That's what I'm saying. It's Derek Carr.
He's right up there. I guess we were actually going to have this in a few weeks, a segment where we talk about MVP, and we will still do that. Don't worry. But I think Stafford, especially after that win, that was ultra impressive.
That motherfucker, he better make the fucking Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
They could. I mean,
they better.
Know what?
They better.
We
Or that statement I just made will come back here in February if he's not in the Super Bowl.
I'm not going to go that far in his first year with a new team.
He'll have another
for Tom Brady's an exception to that rule. Tom Brady did something that was just unheard of.
You can't even compare anybody to him, though. It's different.
I don't think Matt Stafford.
Well, actually, wait a second. Didn't Peyton bring the Broncos their first year too? They got blown out by the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, he didn't win it this first year.
Yeah, they got beat down, but he still made it there.
Yeah. I mean, I can see them making it with the way the defense is playing right now. There are some encouraging signs because the Rams.
They're very good. They're a solid team. Like
even without Cam Akers, which I thought would be a huge loss, they're doing okay. I mean, they're not definitely the offense is better when Darrell Henderson's in there, not Sony Michel. But that's still a major loss. It'll catch up at some point. But their defense has been a lot better than I thought they'd be after losing some key pieces.
They have 2 top 10, call it, on their Jalen Ramsey
two of the top 5 overall defensive players in the whole league. And they're both on the defense.
Yeah, they're
so you can do an awful lot there.
Ramsey can lock down anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald he's an animal.
Absolutely.
He actually had a strip sack on Brady.
He broke both of Carson Wentz's ankles.
Everybody does, though.
Maybe that's a good.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's regular shit.
That's regular behavior.
So maybe that's a good place to go next. We actually kind of skipped over the Cowboys, and I feel like if we don't talk about them real quick, we're gonna get heat from James. So
he was waiting.
Waiting. Is he here? I don't know if he is. But
is he in the building?
Let's give the Cowboys some credit real quick before we move on from them. They found the recipe, and this is the same recipe they had when Dak was a rookie. Dak and Zeke were both rookies, okay? They figured out the key was running the football, forcing turnovers on defense because they don't have a good enough defense to do otherwise, okay? And obviously, like Dak was under 30 pass attempts 2 games in a row, and he was flawless, essentially. He had the easiest game ever, and he diced the Eagles up. He had 3 touchdowns. And, I mean, look, so that's 2 of their last 7 games, I think. He had less than 50-something pass attempts or whatever. It was less than 30, though, obviously. And they won both games. So I think that kind of tells us a little something, right?
You know what's funny? So, wait, you mentioned Brady's QBR, right?
Yeah.
Dak's QBR was 37.8.
Yeah, see, like these... So... QB rating, I see Tom Brady's was 103, and I'm going to look at the Dak one real quick. That actually kind of surprises me. That actually
QBR is fucking stupid. I hate that.
I don't understand it.
Yeah,
it's
QBR,
so fucking stupid.
I mean, it's weird. Sometimes it's even hard for me to understand.
Did you win the game and make the key plays at the key moments to win the game? Yes? Okay. You were the better quarterback.
Agreed.
I don't give a fuck what you did on 2nd and 3rd in the first quarter to bring your rating up a little higher because you were able to get out of trouble. Fuck that.
I agree with that.
Like Dak played perfect.
He played great. That's why I'm confused by his rating. QBR 37.8 because we were knocking Brady 67. So I'm like, well, what is
rating though? Actual QB rating. Dak was a 143. He almost had a perfect game. So it's kind of weird sometimes. This is why I say to you guys, like even as a stats guy, is you can't solely rely on that. And also, we used our eyes. We all fucking saw Dak was dicing the Eagles up. So, I mean. What else can be said? And the Eagles' run defense is typically pretty good. They got diced up on the ground, too.
Mm-hmm. Zeke had a great game.
Yeah. I mean, even Tony Pollard did, too. 11 for 60.
Zeke
was awesome, though.
Dallas has a 2-headed monster in the backfield, by the way.
It sure is looking that way. It sure is, and they should do that because, honestly, it keeps Zeke fresh.
He had 17 carries, and Pollard had 11.
And Tony Pollard is going to be awesome. Whenever it is they decide to move on from Zeke, Tony Pollard looks awesome.
They have to have Zeke next year, and then I think they can get out.
Yeah, and I mean I'm sure they probably will because that's just way too much money for a running back who's aging. And he definitely looked a lot better in the last couple of games.
He looked great.
Awesome.
He looked like Zeke against the Eagles.
Yeah,
straight up. His cutbacks, Everything. The way he was running the football between the tackles, he looked like Zeke.
He did. So, I mean, there's that. We'll give James the credit. And we'll give Godfather some credit for that pick. That was ballsy, coming on the show for the first time and fucking hyping us. I was ready to run through a fucking wall. And Godfather, I mean, if you have a clip of my face when he said that, my jaw dropped to the fucking floor when he said Cowboys.
I went Mike Palante. I went Homer when I made that pick.
Yo, I thought you were picking Dallas for sure. I even almost picked Dallas in that game.
Yeah, I was saying the whole time I thought it was going to be we were going to win there and they were going to win here, but
And I just ignored your Homer comment, by the way. I just realized it.
no, I'm saying I went Homer.
Cold shoulder.
You said Mike Palante.
Yeah, I went Mike Palante.
And I just completely ignored you.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Gave him the cold shoulder. That might be a good name, cold shoulder.
Who the fuck just scored for the Bengals, dude? If it's Tyler Boyd, I'm gonna hang
It's
myself.
probably Jamar Chase.
It was CJ Uzomah.
Oh,
22-yard catch
I
for a
appreciate it.
score. The Bengals are now down 14-7. Tight one in Cincy. I mean, this is a big game for the Bengals. They could go 3-1. It's crazy.
I'll tell you what, they've been playing pretty tough. This game, it's not looking good for them against the Jags, but the first 3 weeks, they've been a very competitive team. They surprised me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Their defense has
It's
been a lot
because
better than expected.
their offensive line is playing okay.
They're stopping the run and they're running the ball well. They've been very conservative. And it's actually helping Joe Burrow.
He's been okay.
He's
been kind
done
of like
just enough. He still looks good.
Who?
Joe Burrow. I think he's a good player.
I like Burrow.
I like him too. He's got swag about him.
But he'll cut it loose a little more as we go on here. They can't possibly keep this up without him doing that because they have their limitations on the offensive line, which has actually been pretty decent so far. But their secondary can be beat still on the back end. But the run defense has been pretty good so far. So, I mean, maybe that's a good way to go too. Now let's talk about the Steelers, who the Bengals upset in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
In Pittsburgh. That never happens. Heinz Field.
I don't even think it was an upset.
I just want to speak my piece on that.
You guys nervous yet?
I'm very
about that
nervous.
pick?
I think Big Ben is fucking washed. I think he is over the hill. I think he made a mistake coming back, and I think the Steelers made a mistake bringing him back.
When are they bringing back young Simba? When are they putting him in the lineup?
Oh my God, God forbid, dude.
Probably when they're
Young Simba, dude.
when they're 1-5 or something. And I had the Steelers going to the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna lose this week too.
And it's a shame. They're very talented, but the quarterback just is done. He's
58
shot.
pass attempts
He's
for that
shot.
noodle arm.
He's shot.
Noodle. And you guys laughed at me when I said Ryan Fitzpatrick's been playing at a better level the last year and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
look,
I apologize on
It's
that.
a bad recipe.
Thank you.
It's a bad recipe.
I will own up to it too, by the way. I will offer apologies when necessary. I appreciate and respect that you just said that.
I did not see
He
that
looks like a
coming.
fucking
He
wet
looks
noodle.
horrible. And not
He
for
looks-
nothing, Najee Harris having 19 targets tells the story.
Unbelievable.
He can't throw the ball.
Fantasy managers are feeling pretty good about Najee Harris at this point, especially in PPR. 14 catches. I mean, Ben is just dumping the ball off. That's it. He can't throw past 10 yards.
It's even worse than Drew Brees was in his final year when he
It
was only
was.
throwing 10-yard passes.
It's worse than Peyton, too. At least Peyton took the team to the damn Super Bowl and won it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and he was
Because
hurting.
he's a cerebral guy, you know?
he was hurting.
Ben is not on Peyton's level there. He is not.
Like, I was watching that game, and I was just like, wow. We are watching, like, one of the great quarterbacks we've been lucky to watch over the years just
don't even
crumble right before our eyes.
He's a
and it's
shell.
happening.
Wheels are coming off fast.
So
And
what's funny about that?
What you said,
Go
Mike,
ahead.
you said the offensive line was shaky,
Oh.
and you could see it. And it's a bad recipe when he can't move outside the pocket. He looks like a tree. He's standing there. I'm serious.
He's a
And
big
he can't
fucking.
move.
That's a big fucking
all
tree.
that shit. Hold
He's
on.
got roots in the fucking field, and he can't move.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah,
all that.
literally.
All
Stuck
that.
in the mud.
Homie is stationary. He can't move.
Yo, all that shit Max Kellerman was saying about Brady just going to fall off a cliff is exactly what happened to Big Ben.
Oh my God.
Overnight, he's done.
Yep. I mean, and all those Steelers fans that were coming for my throat because I kept saying offensive line.
Pause. Big pause.
Oh, well,
Hey, we getting freaky tonight.
they were coming after me, though. They were texting me after I said that, and we were getting YouTube comments. Salty as hell, these Steelers fans. And I said, look, this offensive line might be the worst in the league. You can say what you want about, oh, they got a rookie who's fresh in there. The interior line is fine. No, it's all going to fucking fall apart, especially when the bookend tackles don't exist. Literally. They do not exist.
They're bad.
There aren't any bookend tackles there.
They're bad. I watched that game and I was just like, wow.
Like you can't even run the ball with Najee Harris, who is a stud.
It was hard to watch.
He is a stud.
They're going to be 1-3, and because they play the Packers, and then they play the Broncos. Oh my God, dude. Then they play the Seahawks. Then they play the Titans. They low key might be 1-7 through 8.
God.
If so, R.I.P. the Broads.
If they're 1-7, what do they do at quarterback?
You put in Haskins.
No.
Fuck you gonna do?
But is he your future?
He's not even second string.
Well,
right
not for
now.
nothing. If they're 1-7,
Mason
dude.
Rudolph.
Mason
still.
Rudolph. Oh my God, how the fuck is he on a roster? He is fucking.
He should.
He's garbage.
He might not have even made it in the XFL.
He's trash.
He on Sean's team.
Oh, they scored 49 points last week, so you might be right.
What did I say? What did I say
Use
about
some
him?
shit.
What did I say last week for him?
I forget,
I
dude.
pray for him or something.
I pity
Oh,
him.
I pity him.
He's fucking
Lord.
garbage.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean now.
Yeah, that's my 0-3 brother.
We're not going to talk
getting
about the
dubs
Steelers
this week, Sean.
You know what? They're not even worth our time right now. Let's go back, though. Let's go back again. We were talking about Carson Wentz, and we have to talk about the Colts, who are now 0-3.
They get their first win this week.
You think so? I think so,
Absolutely.
too.
But they're in desperation mode.
Yeah, that's what I'm
ASAP.
saying.
Look, it was an admirable effort to show up with literally no feet to stand on Carson Wentz.
How
But
the fuck do you break
they only
both of your
lost by
ankles?
9. I thought they'd get smoked. They lost by 9. They were never. I mean, I guess they technically were. It was a 1-point game at one point. So they were in it, but it just, I don't know. It's weird. The Titans are so hard to judge. Like, it looks like they get it together. They ran the football well again. Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill.
Two interceptions, but 3 TDs. And A.J. Brown is down. Now Julio Jones might not play this week as well. The Titans are tough, man. It's so weird watching this team. They play the Jets, so they could have the luxury of sitting these guys out and still
That's
rolling
probably
them.
why they're doing it. They're playing the Jets. Seriously. It's like a bye week.
They look fucking horrible.
They're
It's a
trash.
shame because, like, you'll see, like, there's a few moments a game where you see Zach Wilson's skills, and then it's like, what the fuck happened to him the next play? It's like he's seeing ghosts, like Darnold was.
He is
Him and
seeing
Darnold.
ghosts.
Him and Darnold, dude. It's the same thing.
Darnold is better.
Yeah,
He is.
I'm willing.
The Jets fucked up. They did. They really fucked
I mean,
up.
I'm willing
Darnold
to
is
say
not
that
it.
for now. I'm not gonna just.
They just failed him. But if for Darnold,
Yeah,
it was
they
the
failed
best thing that ever happened.
Hell
Because
yeah.
he has
Look,
confidence.
the
in him.
Mackay-
Mekhi Becton injury for the Jets has been killing them. That is a massive loss at left tackle.
The Jets'
still be
defense
0-3.
has been all right.
Yeah, they would be over 3.
The Jets' defense actually hasn't been terrible.
Yeah, I mean, so like,
I mean, granted, they just
the hell was that?
did you just pull ass?
No,
I think he dropped something.
I might have dropped something.
We looked at each other at the same time too.
Because I was like, what the hell was that?
What, you thought he ripped his pants?
Yeah, that already soiled your fucking chair.
Yo, before you got here, Nick, it literally it's like a hanging fucking cloud in the air. I asked if they shit themselves.
Shout
and
out,
no
hey.
one owned up to it.
It was him.
I thought it was
No,
Mike.
it wasn't. No, I'm proud of my fucking brand.
I'm proud of my brand.
Episode
Certified
21.
stench.
Certified stench.
You know E-Tune in the fuck in now. We're talking about shit.
Yeah, we got to get E on speed dial when we get here at these points.
Yo, certified stench. I like that.
That could be a title. That's all I'm good for here, honestly. What else am I good for? My spread
yeah.
You're a
picks are fucking
fantastic
atrocious.
stat guy. You know your shit.
My
What are you
spread
talking
picks
about?
have
You're
been
perfect.
garbage, but my straight up picks have been awesome.
What's his spread pick now? Because last week wasn't he at 13 and 18?
My spread
You some
picks
shit.
were garbage. Nick's were okay. You know what? All right, I'll give the records.
What?
again.
Yeah. Can I hear my record?
Actually, you know what? Hold it, because we'll be talking about our picks shortly.
Hold up. Hold my phone.
Love that song. Love that song. But Colts, though, are you guys like? I think we kind of briefed on this slightly in the last show. I can't even remember. I'm not worried about them yet.
Where is Donald? Yeah, where is Donald? Where's Mr. Goldstein?
Pops
He's at a rally.
says Colts are ass. Wentz is terrible.
Facts. He's right.
But he also thought the Giants were good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like that was
And now I'm just
bizarre.
picking on him because he's not here to defend
The
himself.
And you know what's funny? We actually gave him a pass for that. We
Oh, I
should
didn't.
crucified
I
know.
fucking
him
held
for
his
that.
feet to the fire.
Sorry, Dad, but we should have crucified your ass for the Giants pick in the division.
Oh, I bashed him a few times in that show, but I also just started the show by giving him credit. By the way, Godfather, I know you're listening. Godfather was fucking awesome. Like,
Electric.
we were absolutely having him back at some point soon.
Oh yeah, he might have to be on.
Because not only does he bring the energy,
again.
but his analysis was awesome too.
Go yeah.
Awesome. He was a natural.
He's a
smart.
freak ass
He's
bull.
literally, okay, you and him are clones. I've said this a million times. You're fucking clones. It's actually insane.
Psychotic
You're
and
literally
iconic.
exactly the same two people.
And
And
admit,
I love
I
it.
forgot to ask
Two
him
of
who
my
he-
favorite people.
I forgot to ask him who he was
Fat
watching.
Dick Nick.
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot to
He
ask
probably would have
that.
said Brandy Love.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I know he's watching. I know he's watching.
Ask him who he's watching right now.
Yeah, yo, Godfather, who you watching tonight?
He'll get back to it.
Put it in the comment
He
section.
commented 2
Let us
minutes
know.
ago, so he'll get there.
Oh my
Man.
God.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that was
where were we?
that was a lot of fun.
All right,
last
so I'm
episode.
not worried about the Colts yet because the second half of the schedule is weak. So I'm not worried. I know you guys might be, but I'm not worried yet. And they could start literally 0-4.
Oh, the Colts?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm big worried.
Who's worse, the Colts or the Steelers?
The Steelers.
I think the Steelers are worse right now.
I would say the Steelers.
But Carson Wentz has not been playing well either. He had some moments in that Rams game. He's not playing well.
You guys are preaching to the choir. I've been
Listen.
saying this from day
I'm gonna call it
one.
how I
But
see it.
Not
Carson
playing
Wentz.
well and sucking are two
With
totally different
Carson
things.
Wentz. He's
And this is another
injury
team.
prone and he's not that good.
It's another team
Hey!
that keeps going away from the run. You got Jonathan Taylor.
That's because everybody's
Philo.
still living
That
from
too.
fucking
Wait.
2016, 2017 season where he had the MVP type of year. Everybody's still living in that year. Let
Wait.
it go. It's over.
Hold on. Just listen.
You know it.
Fantasy
You're-
owners.
Shut the fuck up.
You know it. You know it.
No, I'm not going
You
that
know
far.
it. He's not saying anything because he knows it. And
I'm not
I've
going
been
there
telling
yet.
him, dark horse.
I'll
dark
let you
horse
know.
for what? I told you, he's a dark horse to stay healthy, and he hasn't stayed healthy. Period.
He played though. He played.
He played great, but he's still hurt. And he missed time.
Listen, I'm going to say one thing. I'm not even going to take the bait yet there. I will let you know when I'm worried about him. I'm not there yet.
Flip a
But
coin.
buy low on Jonathan Taylor. If you can get him, buy now in fantasy. Buy.
I'm playing against him this week, so he's gonna have 40 touches for 800,000 fucking yards and 5 touchdowns.
Well, they're getting rid of Marlon Mack. That's major.
I was hoping you wouldn't say anything because I'm like waiting because I think he's going to get traded somewhere he is going to actually play. Scoop him up.
What's
know.
a possible landing spot for him?
I mean, you can't rule out Baltimore at any
I
point.
was gonna say the Ravens. That was the first name
the
on my name.
Dolphins would actually be a pretty good fit.
I thought the Dolphins, yeah.
I mean, they need the help. They definitely need it. Who else? I'm looking at all the teams
How
here.
how severe is Josh Jacobs' injury?
I think they're doing the right thing by holding him and letting him get to 100%. I think he might play this week. And I told
needs to
Nick,
come back,
I think Nick was going to sell low on him and buy high on Kareem Hunt, who I also think is going to, the efficiency will drop at some point. There's no way he can sustain this with the amount of work he's getting.
I love
mean, he's
Josh
a nice-
Jacobs.
You know who else he'd be really good with? The Jets.
Well, I don't know if he would be good.
I think they're going to finally let
They
Michael
could help
Carter
them.
They
play
don't
a
have a
little
line.
bit.
They don't have a line though, so I don't know what he would do. He ain't running.
They're going to
anywhere.
finally let Michael Carter
He's
play a
injury
little
prone
bit.
as hell too, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm looking at the other teams here, and I don't really see any other fits that jump out at me. Maybe the Falcons. That would probably be a place he could start right away.
Please God, no.
I'm
Like a
sorry,
fucking
Mike.
Mike
I know.
Don't say that, dude. Please.
Look, I think Miami's
Rams?
probably the best situation for him. I'm not gonna say. I mean, maybe.
The Rams would be a nice fit.
Maybe
The Niners.
because
Shout out James. The Niners.
Marlon Mack before injury was probably a better player than Darrell Henderson, and they're both pretty good. But you can't expect Henderson or Michelle to stay healthy. Yeah, I guess, and yeah, the Niners if they can't get healthy, I wouldn't hate that. But yeah, I mean, let's go to another game here. Let's go to another game. So we have, I mean, why not? We were just talking about the Dolphins for a second. Dolphins Raiders. The Raiders are undefeated still. The Las Vegas Raiders. Who saw that?
Not me.
Who the hell saw that happening?
Not Nick.
Shout out Derek Carr.
Yeah.
He's playing
He's
awesome.
balling. He is balling.
So, Mike, you have him as your current MVP. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
how
sure?
How the fuck aren't you?
Are you sure?
I just want to make sure. Like he's not like
No, I'm not
he's
on the
just
fence.
waiting to slander Kyler Murray any chance he can.
Hey, I don't know if Kyler Murray's on the Raiders. Are they that good? I don't know.
What do you think about that?
Should I take the bait here?
You should. Why not?
Why not?
Give him a show.
Yes, especially
tell.
because that offensive line is not good, and he can buy more time in that pocket. If Derek Carr's doing it right now, I mean, imagine if Aaron Rodgers went there, like we were saying.
Well, Kyler Murray's throwing the D-Hop last year, and he didn't make the playoffs. Derek Carr's throwing the fucking Renfro and Ruggs.
I always talk about the
Renfro. Very good.
You have to bring that into play. That's exactly what I was just saying.
It's year 3, Mike.
I understand that, but that's exactly what I was just saying.
It's a major year for him.
But 10 minutes ago, I was just saying the same thing about Goff and Stafford, and it got blown out of proportion per regular. And that's all I was saying is that
Don't put too much stock
into
into it, though. Like, you do have to, it matters a little bit
Also,
at the quarterback position.
Kyler
But
needs to make the playoffs this year. If he doesn't, you're gonna have some tough days.
Look, I
It's
mean,
gonna
I
be
think
a
I'm
long
one.
day of hell for
there
you
was
at
like
P&I.
I looked up like 75 analysts' picks for guy. Like I was looking at everyone's picks of who would get in the playoffs, and then I looked to see if there was anyone that picked the NFC West, like all 4 teams to get in. I saw maybe 2 analysts that I saw 3 or 4 analysts that had the Cardinals get into playoffs.
Right now, your biggest problem looks like the fucking Seahawks.
and then well,
Yeah.
don't worry about them; they'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
they have the 3rd best player in the league. So
They do.
all right.
Nah, not Russell Wilson. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Real shit.
His results will speak for themselves. I'm just saying though.
Well, let's call a spade with the
Nobody
Raiders.
had the Cardinals though getting in really. There was
I
like
did.
4
I
analysts,
did.
and there was one who had 4 NFC West teams getting in. I'm looking pretty good there right now.
I love it because I thought that was a bold statement to make too.
I sling heavy pickle.
Yeah.
I know it's your quote.
What happened to this dude?
Look, I said last week I threw out my back.
He's corrupted.
That's why.
I told you it's because of that.
The guy's back blown out.
I blew out my
Family.
He took back shots, man. I'm kidding. It's all love, yo.
He was watching Michael
No,
Francis.
you know what it was? I put P&I on my back with the fucking straight up picks. I went 11-5 this week. That's what I did.
What
I know, you were.
What was I? 9-5?
You were 9-7 in both regards, so you were all right.
I'm like the
Oh,
Cowboys.
you some poo.
I'm like the Cowboys, 9-7.
Nah, we're gonna be 11-6.
I like the Cowboys. I was 7-9 in the spread picks, but
The Eagles aren't even gonna win 7 games this year.
that picks.
Hold on. Let's
They're
go back.
not winning another game until November
right now.
21st.
Look,
Let's get back.
you know,
Let's get back.
actually,
Let's get back to the Raiders.
yeah,
Are they sustainable?
no,
Not at this
No.
level.
no,
Not at this level.
Are they playoff contention? Does it change your playoff
No.
picture
no.
at
But
the 3rd week?
maybe what it does for me is since they were an 8-win team last year, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Or 7 wins.
something like that.
Maybe they get right back there again. They don't have enough for me to be able to say that they're going to get into playoffs, and the wheels will fall off. And Derek Carr's wheels are going to fall off. He's not going to be able to keep this up. I'm sorry, guys. I said that last week on buy low, sell high, and I'm selling.
He's playing awesome, dude.
I know.
is.
I root for him. He's an easy guy to root for, and
He is.
he's still a good player. But I mean, it's just not going to keep up. It's not.
I feel like he's playing for his future with the Raiders too.
Well, he's answering.
I
the
really
bell.
do. I really do.
Yeah, if not, they'll
He
be
looks like he's got a chip
on the
on his
phone for
shoulder.
Aaron Rodgers in the offseason.
He looks like he's got a chip on his shoulder. So, I root for guys like that all the time.
I love that guy. But I think that this is a good opportunity to flip the script and go to Foxborough.
I cannot wait.
It's not cold enough there yet.
It was
But-
very ugly.
Mike and I had the Saints outright.
Mac Jones blows.
He does. All right. If we're
know if
gonna
I
say
wanna say
Mac
that
Jones
either.
blows, then we're gonna say Jalen Hurts blows
Yeah, I'm not saying that yet, Mikey.
because we're going back to he had 8 starts. This is this guy's 3rd start.
Fair. But he's not even he's only throwing the ball 3 yards, dude.
Yeah, but he's also got Jacoby Myers and fucking who else?
Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
And Kendrick Bourne.
They're not even using the tight ends now.
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah,
They spent all this money on tight ends, and they're not doing anything with them.
I know. I'm surprised by that.
All right, here
fuck's
we
up
go.
with that?
You know?
Yo, if the Patriots have Cam Newton, do they have the same record? Or
Yes,
are they 2-1?
maybe worse.
I think they'll be 2-1.
So do I.
And I'm not a Cam guy.
No, that's the only reason I was asking because I'm the same thing.
I'm not a Cam guy.
Who just scored for the Bengals? Please tell me.
Oh,
Joe Burrow up the middle for a 1-yard touchdown.
I really appreciate it. Broads, I told you to start him.
he's having a good game.
All right. Anyway, so
they're
yeah,
coming.
so I think they're 2-1 too with what's
Go
his
ahead,
face?
Nick. Say it.
They're coming.
That's gotta be a sound on this show permanently.
With 2-1 with Cam Newton. I think they're better with Cam Newton
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah, there's people that were actually still saying like, there were actually people saying, should the Eagles bring in Cam Newton? I'm like,
What?
have you watched that show?
I'd rather watch. I'd
That
rather have
show's
Gardner.
been off TV.
I'd rather have
It's not
Gardner
a good show
Minshew
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's terrible.
The Cam
Over
Newton show.
under. If Jalen Hurts plays like this for the next 3 games, are we calling for Minshew?
There were some people already doing it.
No way.
And
Who-
to that
who?
I say,
Oh God.
shut the fuck up. All right. And I like Minshew, but shut the fuck up.
Jesus God.
All right. Actually, there's one thing I want to say about the Eagles is I have a feeling that they're going to test Jalen Hurts quite a bit. They're going to do everything they can before week 6 as we inch closer to the trade deadline, because I won't be surprised if they do flop in the next 3-4 games. And
It's
I'm
gonna
going to
happen.
give you the schedule, okay?
I know.
Because this Cowboys game for me was a must-win.
We both
Okay.
said that.
I can see the wheels falling off. They're not beating Kansas City. They're probably not beating Tampa. Because the Eagles always win one game they're not supposed to. So,
They always do.
but
That's so
I
true.
don't think
They
that's going to be the
always
one.
do.
The
I
only
think
one
they
that
got
could,
a shot against Carolina.
I was just getting ready to
But
say
I
in the
have
next
a feeling
5
that
weeks,
Carolina's losing this week in Dallas.
and then they're going to come back.
come back.
All right,
but they're on the road.
We're
though.
talking like Carolina
Yeah,
is like one of the
no, but-
powerhouse teams here. The Eagles
I'm
could beat
not
the
ready to do
Carolina
that.
Panthers. They can.
I think they can too.
You don't think so?
But
don't
listen,
know.
they got the Raiders after that on the road, I believe. This is the Raiders on
Their
the road
defensive
after
line
playing
is
in-
fucking good, dude.
So-
they're stout.
Let's just say the Eagles start. What they're 1-2. So what if they start 1-6?
They're done.
No, they are starting.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah.
They are starting 1-6 because I don't think
they're
they're
done.
winning another
but
game.
I'm telling you
until
right
November.
now, if they start 1-6 and Jalen Hurts is playing like he is right now, they're trading for Deshaun Watson.
When
Buckle
we
up.
had this discussion
Sorry.
about the
Buckle
division
up.
winner, I said the Eagles have a hard schedule.
Initially,
They have a
in the beginning.
fucking tough schedule.
I said the same thing when we were
Very,
talking about it.
very
I was saying it. I said now they're not winning another game until the week before Thanksgiving.
My thought process was they hang around just long enough. The NFC East sucks, and then the second half is when their schedule lightens up, and they got a shot.
Bro, the Cowboys,
is
the
playing very
Cowboys
well right
probably
now.
will not lose another game until they play
Dallas
the Chiefs
has
in
a
like week
chance to
10.
go on a roll, but I can't count on them to do that because it's still Dallas. They have not shown me enough to say that they're going to win a stretch of games. They probably will win this week. That's a compliment, by the way.
Did they beat the Chargers?
They did.
Who'd the Chargers beat last week?
Oh, Mikey. we all acknowledge that the Chargers should have won that game.
What game? I didn't
Cowboys
acknowledge
game.
shit.
They should have won that game.
Oh, no, they should have
2
won.
touchdowns were called back.
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
Mediocre penalties, by the way. Mediocre. They should have
what
won
I'm
the
saying,
game.
though?
They lost, but they should have won.
No.
Dallas has been impressive, though, in
No,
3 games.
Dallas is good.
Body of work.
I call it
Dallas
fair
has
fake.
been good in 3 games. They have been good, and I told you. What did I tell you? I said, if they figure out the recipe, they can do it. They seem to have done it because they're turning the ball over on defense, and they're getting it over to the offense, who is now controlling the clock.
And I told
And
everybody.
Dak does not have, you don't have to worry about Dak's arm falling off when he's throwing less than 30 passes a game.
And this is what I said about when I said before the season, when I said 11-6, and everybody was laughing and clowning.
Yeah, but
If their defense was a half a step better than last year, they were going to improve. You have a legit corner in Diggs.
He's good.
He's
He
good.
digs her out.
he's good.
Yeah, he digs her out. Real shit. Now their defense has improved. They can get to the quarterback. When they beat the Chargers, that was a defensive battle.
There's God Favre. God Favre. Giants are the best, worst team. I'm sorry, Pops. Not even.
Giants are their worst.
But he says, calm down. It's only 3 weeks.
Oh, he's so funny.
God Favre.
He's a legend.
We're,
I love
God
him.
Favre, I understand. I understand it is only 3 weeks. I understand that.
Yeah.
But, as we inch closer to 4 or 5 games,
I'm worried about my Washington pick, but they play Atlanta this week.
we keep going back to Dallas and Philly. I
like
hate to do it.
I like
but,
Atlanta.
it was that big of a deal.
They win this week.
Who?
Atlanta.
You think so?
No, he's just saying that because he has Atlanta in the playoffs. So he.
No, I'm saying
God bless you, Phil.
want mozzarella sticks
I
on that?
care. I care.
Yeah,
Oh, just
God bless you,
hold
Phil.
that.
I give a
Hold
shit.
that because we're getting to the picks in probably about 5-10 minutes. All right,
Okay.
hold that. Where do we want to go next? Oh my God. So Bears at Browns. What the fuck with the Bears, man? They might be the worst team in the NFL right now.
Bro,
Justin Fields got sacked 9 times and he looked incompetent
Let's
as well.
keep it 100 here.
I dropped him.
Justin Fields looks like shit.
I dropped his ass.
Let's call a spade a spade.
the worst out of every rookie.
He looks like
He
shit.
looks like he should have dropped.
Him. I dropped him. It was not an ideal first start for him to make. I'll say that. And if he starts this week, I think he'll be a little bit better. I'm not so sure that they beat the Lions though. I've been back and forth on that game. But
no, the Lions
the
are beating
Bears
the Bears
though. The Bears have been ass overall, and they're not getting Allen Robinson involved at all.
Wait, Dan Orlovsky today on ESPN, I think, said that if he was Justin Fields, he would demand a trade immediately. He said, I don't care how young he is. Demand a trade and get out of that situation. You're going to ruin your career.
I'm just wondering what Matt Nagy's doing because
And I've defended him.
I know,
He
me
might
too.
get fired.
And
But
he
now-
looks awful as
Was
well.
was Mitchell Trubisky carrying him? Weird question.
No,
but
because Mitchell Trubisky was fucking garbage.
Yeah.
he made it to
A
the
heaping
playoffs twice
pile
with
of
them.
shit,
Like,
actually.
I know. I'm
very
just saying,
bad.
though, he did make it to the playoffs.
That's what smells in this room. It's fucking leftover Mitch Trubisky. Like, he's still in the league. That's what smells in this room tonight.
Good backup.
Certified stench.
Certified stench.
Did they call
Actually,
that?
you know what? So now that's a good chance to go to the Bills. The
Hold
Bills.
on, hold on. I think last show you asked us if you would buy Allen Robinson, correct?
Yeah, fuck out of here.
I
Or
think
was that too much sour?
I don't know if I
No.
did Allen Robinson.
You can never have too much sour.
That's
bro.
true.
Never have too much sour.
I don't know if I said Allen Robinson. I might have.
Okay, so
I think I did.
would you guys buy him right
Yeah,
now?
because
buy
you
low?
know why? He's probably going to get traded. He's on a franchise tag,
I don't see him. I don't.
and they will get him the ball. They will.
Yeah, I don't see them trading him just because they have a young quarterback in Fields. So it would hurt his development overall.
They might not play him in that case. Right now, I mean, they're not even talking about starting him this week, and he's the healthiest. Well, if you consider Nick Foles is the healthiest in the room, but I don't think they're going to truly start Nick Foles. I think that was just coach speak.
Yeah.
I think Fields is going to start if Dalton's out.
Bro, he might die behind that line.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Man, it's ugly over there in Chicago. Absolutely ugly. But the Bills, though, we were just talking about the Bills. The Bills fucking rolled.
Yep.
Regular.
Rolled.
Told you guys.
And we talked about this briefly, so I don't want to be on this one too long. We talked about this last show, but Josh Allen, everyone can rest easy. I think Stephon Diggs, though, this week, this is going to be the Diggs week. Diggs is going to have a big game.
Diggs are out.
Diggs are out.
You know? So there's that. I don't want to go in depth about that game. Ravens-Lions, though, it comes down to that 66-yard field goal.
Wild.
The Lions are playing pretty well. I'm just going to say it.
They're biting
They're
people's
playing
knees.
pretty well, and I can't wait to see more DeAndre Swift.
They're biting people's knees. I just got
They
that.
are. They're a
That's
competitive team.
That fucking weirdo.
Dan Campbell. I love
He's
him.
weird
dude.
as hell.
I would play for him.
He's
I'd fucking
fucking
play for
weird.
Dan Campbell. Hell yeah.
Deuce Staley's there.
Dan Campbell, call me
Oh,
up.
dude.
I'll
And
play for
it's
you.
no shock that DeAndre Swift is doing great.
And Jamal Williams is not
Yeah.
playing that bad either. But Ravens still got the win. They might be down Lamar Jackson this week. He's hurt.
I think that's Cat.
I don't know. Today I heard otherwise. It's looking a little iffy right now. I think he'll play too, but I'm just saying. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy for this matchup. We're just going to start rolling through some teams. We talked about the Chiefs, but we should probably mention the Chargers for a second here because that was hella impressive on the road.
They're legit.
I mean,
Shorty going
you
legit.
guys want to get back in on the bandwagon with me? Or did Nick, you joined me. Mike, you hopped off the Charger
I
bandwagon.
think I took him off.
I'm on there.
And you joined me, Nick.
I took him off.
surprisingly.
I took him off and put the Steelers in.
I'm on. I'm on there.
We'll have a chance to make mid-season picks, guys, at some point. Probably
I wanna
after
go
week
back.
9.
I want to talk about the Cardinals and the Jags last week. Did you guys see that long ass field goal get returned for a touchdown?
Yeah, by
before the
Agnew.
half?
By Agnew.
That might be like one of the worst play calls I've ever seen in NFL history. That's up there. You're not kicking a fucking 68-yard field goal. You don't have Justin Tucker.
Bro,
You don't.
that's why I don't like the Cardinals.
And then
Cliff Kingsbury
they
remains
scored
to
a
be seen if he can, you know.
They gave him 7 points before the half. That was terrible.
Ever since I saw him in
They
that
got
picture,
greedy.
ever since I saw him in that picture,
Oh,
with the grass tile.
Yeah, I know.
Don't even say it on here.
I'm
But
not
ever
gonna
since
say
I
it on
seen that
here.
picture, I'm like, I don't fuck with that dude.
No, I do for that reason though.
I'll explain that
I
to
do.
you. I'll explain that to
Yeah.
you after. You don't know.
I do for that reason though. He's a freak bull.
Yeah, I
That's
felt him.
all.
I felt him.
He's a freak bull.
He was comfortable.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's only
I
actually.
can't do that to Shorty.
I can't wait to hear about this. I'm just looking through the rest of the games. There were only a few others that we should touch on real quick before we get into our picks. Game of the week, though, Bucs Rams. It lived up to the hype.
It did.
And I mean, I know we already kind of mentioned it, but still, that was the game of the week. Okay? There's that. Seahawks Vikings.
That was shock of the week for me.
Vikings actually played up to their potential without Dalvin Cook.
Bro, they could be undefeated.
I know.
This is a team where it's like,
They're
you know,
scary.
And you called them.
I said they were good, and I didn't wind up putting them seventh.
I said
I
Vikings.
chose
I had
Kyler
to
Murray
mention-
over Kirk Cousins. That's
I'm
literally
sorry
why.
to hear that. I'm fucking with you.
But literally, like the Vikings, if they get their shit together, they could be scary.
I mentioned them. They were my fringe 17.
That was me.
I know. I was with you.
I said it before that too.
You did. You were on
I
him.
mean, Kirk Cousins is playing well.
He is. He's balling out.
Kirk Cousins, you can easily name in this. If they were 2-1 right now, you could literally say he's playing MVP ball right now. He has been phenomenal.
If they were
And he's
3-0.
had stretches like last year, second half of the year, I believe it was. He was playing some really good ball. Like I'm wondering now if they maybe consider re-signing him
Yeah, I mean, where are you gonna go?
because they're kind of in like QB purgatory. Unless they make a trade, they kind of have to sign him again. I was always thinking like, oh, they get that 30 mil off the books.
He robbing
next
them
year.
motherfuckers blind.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he's playing
with
well.
no mask.
Facts.
He's playing well.
I feel like if they don't make the playoffs, they're not going to bring him back. They're not.
I feel you there.
Who would he go to?
Well, I would have said 49ers if they didn't draft Trey Lance.
The Eagles. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
I
Shoot
do
me.
not want. I do not want Kirk Cousins.
Back to Washington.
Back to Washington?
Oh my God. Yo, it's actually
You like that?
It's actually
You
not
like
a
that?
bad idea.
I was just
It's not
thinking
a
of
bad
that.
idea. It's not a bad idea.
I love that guy. He's got good spirit.
But
Single father I hate when I hear it.
I'll ask you this. I know you guys might bust my balls about Russell Wilson, but are you worried about the Seahawks 1 and 2? Be honest with me here. Pretend I'm not here right now.
right,
Look, I'll duck under the table.
All right. I'm not. However, the only reason there's like a tiny bit, the offensive coordinator is new. So I don't know. Maybe him and Russ aren't gelling. It's only 3 weeks, so I'm just.
I would
I'm
agree
trying
with
to,
that, Mike.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to look at it from both ways. I'm not worried because I trust Russell Wilson because he's legit. He's a baller. But 1 and 2, he don't normally start off like that. So we'll
Stunning.
see. And their offense doesn't look like it's clicking like it normally does.
They finally got DK Metcalf involved.
I was gonna say
Thank God.
he's been quiet, really quiet.
So, like, we kind of just need to see a little more. And
Guys,
the defense,
they're in
very
trouble.
uneven.
They're in trouble.
You think so?
I think so. Their next 2 games, they play the Niners and they play the Rams.
They're beating the Niners this week too.
If they go 1 and 4 in that division, they're cooked.
They're not gonna be 1 and 4. They're
No
gonna be
way.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Yeah, because they're winning this week.
They're going to be 2 and 3 after week 5.
Hey,
They're playing the Rams.
And
And
who do
they're
Rams play next week? Who do
they're-
Rams play this week?
The Cardinals at home. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. I can't wait to see this.
Oh, Rams beating them.
I think so too, but that's going to be fun.
I
That's
look,
gonna be a fun game.
Seattle.
So you're worried.
I'm
What
yeah.
worries you most, though? The defense, the lack of gel on the offense so far. What is it for you?
The lack of gel in offense for me.
Because like that's
I feel
something that
like-
will probably.
I feel
get
like they're not
fixed, you know?
sustaining drives. I feel like they're relying on the deep pass to Lockett, Metcalf. Chris Carson had a good run, 30-yard scamper for a TD.
Stud averaged 6.7 yards per carry in the game, and they only ran it 12 times.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I just think their schedule is tough. But for right now, I think they're having trouble sustaining drives and controlling the clock and holding on to the football.
You know what it was
And their defense is
last
getting
game?
exposed because of that.
Russ loves adversity.
You know what it was last
He's
game?
gonna love it in the next 2 weeks too. They better get
Last
used to
game,
it.
the Vikings ran the ball 34 times and controlled the clock. It actually felt like the Seahawks didn't have the ball often, and that's because it's true.
They didn't even have Dalvin Cook.
This is why the Vikings are. I mean, when they're playing like that,
Alexander
I
Madison
wish you
could
put
play.
them in, dude. That would have been such a bold. I wish you put them in.
I know. I almost did, but I mean, Cardinals at
No, I
7
know,
and
I
all
know.
4 NFC West. That's fucking bold, too.
And you're horny for Kyler, so I get it.
Oh. I think you're just a hater. Like I'm
Horny
like
for
I'm
Kyler.
like right where everyone else is with Kyler.
Straight up.
I'm right where everyone else is with Kyler. I just don't think you like him.
No,
I am where everyone else on the planet is with Kyler. That's what everyone thinks of him.
I think he's a great
athlete. It's not just me.
I think he's a great athlete.
I only went off on you because of the Baker shit.
He's a great athlete. I can't
That's
give him his
slander.
flowers until he does it. He's got to make the playoffs. If you're that dude, you're making the playoffs.
Down. I'm shutting it down right
you're
now.
That dude,
we got one more game, and then we got to go make our picks.
If you're that dude, you're making the playoffs.
Well, I think they are. That's why they're my 7th seed.
We'll see.
They might go higher than that right now. 49ers are kind of...
The only way they're going higher than the 7th seed is if they got my sour.
Listen, if the 49ers...
They're good.
Here, you know what? That's the game. Sunday Night Football. Packers-Niners. That was also a good game. Packers did the damn thing.
I was happy for Rodgers. 37 seconds, no timeouts to win like that. Go for him.
Mm-hmm.
And
everyone knew it was going to happen. Yeah, everyone knew it. Nick, you look like you're like, I just want to shit on him. I want to make a Brady comment. I see it in your eyes.
It's not Brady. I'm very impressed with the Niners. I am. They're good.
They're a solid team. A quarterback away.
Solid.
A quarterback away, literally.
I still think they can win with Jimmy G.
So do I. He went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They might get in. But they ain't doing shit.
And he's coming off an injury last year. Like, he's starting to get warmed up. Just give him time. I think.
You know what's amazing is the Niners hung in this game with Jimmy G throwing 40 passes and they ran the ball 21 times. That's a recipe for losing.
I agree.
Especially a Kyle Shanahan team. They love to run the ball. How can you get Trey Sermon going at all when you give him the ball 10 times?
He started.
I'm never going to know. I'm never going to know what he can and can't do. I don't even know if he's going to start this week because if Elijah Mitchell's back, I think he's probably going to start.
Well, the problem was they got behind early, so they were trying to play catch up, and they got away.
It was 17-14 at one point.
No, I know.
What the fuck happened? So I don't know.
Well, it was also 17-7. When you're down by 10 to Green Bay, you start to panic a bit because they have Rodgers on the other end.
That's definitely what happened, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for Kyle Shanahan, like that's a bold, fearless guy, and he seemed to cave a little bit there. George Kittle kind of had a coming out game though.
And he's back regular with Shanahan.
No,
he always
hurt.
folds.
He got hurt too. He actually wasn't practicing today.
Who?
Kittle.
Brandon Ayuk looks like he's back. By the way, guys, looks like he's back.
It's about time. I don't know what they were waiting for.
I mean, the buy low period in fantasy might have passed. I think you have one more week, like before this Sunday, you might be able to get him. I think he's going to have another big game. I mean, he didn't have a huge game. He was 4 for 37 with a touchdown, but he had 6 targets. He was on the field a ton. Clear starting receiver based on snaps. So, Devontae Adams, though, what is there to say? 12 for 132 to TD.
He's the best receiver in the game.
It's just ridiculous.
Animal.
He's the best wide receiver.
He is.
How did you come back from that hit?
18 targets.
He's different.
He's ridiculous, man.
He's built different.
He's ridiculous.
He's
and
cut from a different cloth.
Aaron Jones, they got him going. I mean, Packers look fine.
Like we said.
RELAX.
I was never worried.
That famous quote. Yeah, none of us were worried. But
there
were people that were worried.
I was one of those guys that were worried.
But this, guys, perfect chance now to move on to our picks. I think we did a nice job covering a little bit of everything. All right. Let's get to the picks. Phil, let's go.
Hold on. Before we do that, everybody who's watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We would greatly appreciate it. Now hit that fucking button.
Oh, that's all right. We can go with Sunday Night Football. Week 4 currently going on right now. I'll give you one more score update. Bengals Jags 14-14 at the end of the third quarter. We shall see. A reminder, Nick and I had Cincy going both ways, straight up and spread. Mike had Cincy straight up. Jags on the spread. It was minus 7.5.
7 and the hook.
7 and a hook.
7 and a hook.
So we're going to go through all the games. Add in a note or two if you feel like it. This one you might not need to say much. Because unfortunately, it don't look good for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Chiefs and Chiefs.
I'm right there
What
with
is
you.
the actual line?
Okay. Chiefs -7 on the road in Philly. Oh God.
Okay, -7 scares me.
Bro, they're begging you to bet the Chiefs.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, I'm not scared, and I was on the Eagle boat. I am not scared at all. I think
-7.
it could get ugly. It could get ugly. That's what I'm gonna
Do
say.
that one last.
Do you really want to? There's nothing to really say.
Just let's do it right now.
All right, go ahead.
Who you got?
I got the Chiefs on the money line, and give me the Birds with the points.
Wow, good for you. I mean, you're the spread master, so
That line is fucked up.
it is a little fucked.
That's shady.
They are begging
It's
you to
Andy
bet.
Reid coming back to Philly. The Chiefs are not losing again. They're not losing 3 in a row. I want you to bet me on this, but I know you guys are gonna pick the Chiefs. You have to pick the
I
Chiefs.
really want to pick the Eagles.
Oh, just do it so we can bet. Just do it.
It would be a bad bet on my end. I mean,
Yeah, it would be
You
an
don't
awful
have to
bet.
bet,
the
but just put them on your record.
Wow.
Your record's garbage anyway.
Gombarv, hold on.
The Birds.
Gombarv says the Birds. I want to know why. I want you to comment right now, Gombarv, and tell me why.
He's smoking that red hair.
I want to know why the Birds win.
He got that
for
red hair
real.
skunk.
Because we watched that
Animal.
game. We watched the Birds
Their
together.
color, red. What is that? What is that?
Oh, man.
All right, so who do you have? You have the Chiefs on the money line.
Oh, God, I love us. I got the Chiefs. Just give me the Chiefs outright, too. I mean, look, it's a shady line, but I just think the Chiefs are way better.
Mike is killing us on the spread. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give the fucking record update because I did it earlier in the show, Nick, when you weren't here. So I'll do it again, all right? Records. Straight up picks. Mike and I are tied. 28-20 is our record. Nick, you're 23-25.
You got the safe boys over here.
All right.
Smart one.
The safe boys.
Smart
Straight
ones.
up.
Safe boys.
Smart ones, $2.99 in your freezer.
boys.
Smart ones, $2.99 in your
Spread.
freezer.
Mike is leading 30-18. Nick, you're 25-23, and I'm 20-28, even after changing my strategy.
20 and 28.
I won straight up last week. Mike won again in the spread last week.
I got to get back in the win column. You guys are wilding out. Yeah, okay.
So
You're 0-3, bro, in fantasy. We talking about over there.
That's cold. See what I'm saying? You get personal.
I love you.
wow,
I love
okay,
you. I had to.
that
I
hurts.
can't wait to hear
It
this.
hurt.
I know. I can't wait to hear this. in the
Mike,
group
this
chat
could be your
tomorrow.
chance right here. This could be your chance to redeem yourself, all right?
That's cold.
Washington -1, the favorites at Atlanta. Mike, what do you think?
Atlanta, both ways. BOF ways.
Oh. Outright, Atlanta at home.
Washington outright, both ways.
I got Washington both ways too, but I mean, I could totally see Atlanta winning this one.
Oh, they're winning that game.
I mean,
Guaranteed.
We'll see.
I,
Sticks?
hey, for all
Mozzie
the
sticks?
Mozzie
All right,
sticks?
let's do it.
wow, okay,
Mozzie
write that
sticks.
down, Phil. Write that down. Write it
wave.
down. Washington,
Heat
Atlanta.
Extra sauce.
Write it down.
And does this is
Extra
just like
sauce.
straight up picks, or you guys talking spread here? The bet?
No.
Just straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Oh man.
Yeah. I got Fremont.
That's how I
also.
keep it. I keep it straight up.
Yeah.
I don't want to take that bet because I think both teams are fucking garbage.
Yeah, it's for Mozzie sticks.
Yeah. Extra sauce.
Extra sauce.
And gallery Mozzie sticks go crazy.
They go
They do.
crazy.
All right. So that's another team though. We keep talking about the Eagles. We talk about the Giants. Washington looks
Yeah, there's some dog shit.
Washington looks like they could easily be the worst team in this division right now.
Yeah, there's some cheeks.
They're getting smacked. Phil, you know what to do. Hit that button. They're getting clapped. Feels a little tired tonight. So am I, guys. I'm hanging on here.
It's
But,
all right. We're finishing up.
all right. So Washington has been getting clapped. They get back in the win column. All right. Houston at Buffalo. Buffalo favored. The line has changed. It was -16.5. It's now -17.
17.
Wow.
Give me the Bills. Both ways.
Wow.
I'll take the Bills and give me Texans with the points.
I'm with
No
Nick
cap.
here, and I'm sure Mike's going to get it because he's the spread master so far.
Yeah, so far.
I've
Lay
been
them
trying to
points.
listen.
When
I've
there's
been,
a reason that,
I've been
that somebody's
changing
laying
my
that many.
spread strategy for 2 straight weeks. It's just not going to happen for me yet. All right. Detroit at Chicago. This might have been the toughest game for me to pick all
I got
week.
Detroit both ways. BOF.
Chicago -3. It's still -3. So, Nick, Mike's got Detroit outright.
I like it. I'm with him. I got Detroit outright as well. Until Justin Fields proves me otherwise, I'm taking the Lions.
That
don't even know
defense gave Lamar fits. What do you think it's going to
I
do to
don't
Justin
even
Fields?
know who's starting for Chicago. And I really,
Wait,
I
it's
want
not
to tell you
Fields?
this. It might not be. Dalton's not been ruled out.
The fuck is wrong with that team?
Exactly. But here's the thing. It's like 2 weeks ago, we did the same thing. We were like, Chicago looks like fucking ass, and they won at home. That's the only thing saving me from picking Detroit. I feel like Detroit's playing better, and they might even be a better team right now. I literally am gravitating towards Detroit, but I'm going Chicago straight up. Just because, like, this really is a must win for that regime over there. And they're going to find a way to claw it out at home.
Hell no.
Okay. It could be a 35 carry game.
They got
David
declawed.
Montgomery.
Just give me the team that bites kneecaps. I want them.
Detroit's
Weird
Detroit on the spread. It's going to be like literally a 1-point game, and Chicago's going to win.
That is weird.
right.
And I'm not confident. That's my least confident pick of the whole week. Talk about two shitty ass teams. All right, this one's interesting. Carolina Panthers 3-0 at the Dallas Cowboys. They got 10 days of rest. And I want to say one other thing. The game started, it opened at Dallas -5. It's now Dallas -4.
Everybody's on
That's
Carolina.
tough, man. That's a tough one, but no CMC. We already know this. And there's no JC Horn, probably for the whole rest of the season.
Give me Dallas both ways.
All right, Mike.
I was really tempted to take the Panthers though, but Dallas is good.
It's a tough one. It's tough.
I'm taking Dallas and give me Panthers with the points.
I'm with Nick. I'm going to take Dallas to win and Panthers with the points. So, that's going to be an interesting game, though. I do want to see how Dallas comes out, and I want to see how Carolina comes out.
They're
Extra
coming
rest.
off a big emotional win, so this game could be a classic letdown.
And Godfar said this on our show that maybe it wasn't the show. It was when we were watching the Eagles game. Godfar said that Carolina's going to win that game because it's an emotional game.
Yeah, emotional division game.
He did call that. So
And
we'll see if
he's
it's
saying
true.
it. He's doubling down here. I see it in the comments. Dallas will lose to Carolina. I hope you're right, Godfather, but Dallas has given me no reason to doubt them in this game. So I'm going Dallas. There's no CMC. If CMC was playing, I might actually go the other way. He's not, though. He's not. That's major.
Who's going to have more passing yards, Darnold or Dak?
Dak. Because I think this is actually a game where they might have to rely on Dak's arm a little bit more.
Because
They're going to still, if they're smart, if McCarthy is smart, they will still run the ball 20 times, even if it's not working. Because that's what opens things up for this team. It works for them. It has in the past. It is now. They won 2 games with this strategy. If they do that, they'll be fine. If they wind up going pass heavy 55 in this game, it's wide open after that.
Game.
With the way Darnold's been playing, it's
It's
wide
a
open.
football game.
So we'll see. Colts at Dolphins. Dolphins -1.5 at home. There's no Tua. It's Jacoby Brissett starting a quarterback again. Who you got, Mike?
Colts get their first
Colts
win.
outright. And they save their season maybe, right?
No cat.
Wow, Jacoby Brissett's playing against his former team.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that angle. And he wasn't awful last week, okay? He was competitive.
He's not. He's
not a bad
He's
quarterback.
not terrible.
He's serviceable.
okay.
He is serviceable.
He's all right.
If you need him for a game here and there, he could play.
So what you got? This is tough, isn't it? This is a tough one.
I just don't see the Colts
Carson
going-
Wentz said he's feeling better, though. He feels a lot better at this point than he did last week.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
until
Me too.
until Sunday night when he's getting fucking ice and shit for his ankles. I know.
You know,
Or he's
steps
going to the
steps on a crack and
or he's
breaks
going,
his back.
He's going back to the emergency room. I hope not. I never want to wish anything.
You're gonna take
bad on
Miami,
anybody.
aren't you? Yeah.
I'm not. I'm taking the Colts. And I'm taking the Colts outright. I just
Wow.
don't see the Colts going 0-4. They're too good
Me
for two.
either. Colts outright. Jonathan Taylor gets it going in this game.
Don't say that.
Yeah, he's playing.
We all agree. Colts outright.
Colts outright. I'm with you.
Moving on. All right. Cleveland. This is an interesting game. Cleveland -2 at the Vikings, who we just talked about being impressive. This was a tough one, too. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go Nick here first.
I'm going Vikings, and I'm taking them straight up.
Outright, at home.
Yeah, at home. They're a tough team. They're home. I like the way they're playing. I think they're a really good team.
Give me the chef.
Of course, you're gonna take Baker. We argue about this all the time.
Both ways, though, Mike?
Yeah. Fuck you mean?
I've been waiting to say this all night. This is my upset of the week. Sound the alarm, Phil. It's not really necessary, but this is for Mike. Mike, Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. Wow! Hit the alarm again! Hit it! Let's go! I've been waiting all show to say it. And it can't even be disputed.
Even holding it in the clip.
I really, fire the fucking clip now too, Phil. Get all the sound effects going. Empty the fucking clip. Kirk Cousins. That's Baker Mayfield.
It's like a BB gun.
Oh,
Wait a minute, I'm gonna use your thing right here. He's been playing longer.
bro, he's been
Hey,
better.
I don't want to hear shit because
He's
when I
been
tried
a better
to compare
quarterback though.
I
2
can't say
years
that.
running.
Can't say that.
I can.
Can't.
He's been a better quarterback.
Is he better than Kyler? He's
No.
more successful. Why not?
No.
Why?
Because he's not better.
Why?
Period.
This is great.
Why? Why? I don't want to hear about stats. Tell me why he's better. Tell me why he isn't better.
Mobility, accuracy, and it's just better.
Has Kyler ever been in the playoffs?
This is your thing.
Because-
This is what it comes down to for you.
Because if he is a legit quarterback, he needs to overcome
But we're
those
talking
things
about
and be in the
who
playoffs.
is better right now, Kirk Cousins or Baker Mayfield? Be honest. Who's a
Right-
better quarterback right now?
I mean, right
Don't
now,
lie to me.
Let's be honest.
Don't be lying. Don't be lying.
it's a fucking coin flip for me. You were just saying the fucking Vikings were getting rid of him.
No, Mike. Kirk.
No, I said.
I said that. I think Kirk Cousins is better right now.
I said I thought that they would be getting rid of him because of that $30 million cap hit.
If you're a good quarterback, you're not leaving a fucking team.
I agree with you.
If he's
So
getting
what are we
paid that
talking
money,
about?
maybe. That's why Baker hasn't been paid that money yet either. And again, I like Baker.
I'm not saying that
He is not playing at a high level right now.
He's not.
And until he does, I'm going to keep saying this. I'm going to keep doing it. He's got 2 passing touchdowns.
What's that mean?
He's got 2 touchdowns.
It's a team game. His team is trash. There you go. There's your argument. It's a team game.
You know what this is? You take my comments out of context.
Bullshit.
Always.
No, that's what you guys do to me. Just like when I said.
I said playoffs. That is when it matters. It's a team game.
And a half hour ago when I said.
But he is not a better quarterback right now than Kirk Cousins.
If Matt Stafford does not make a Super Bowl, he is not a more successful quarterback than Jared Goff. Jared Goff already has 3 more playoff wins than Matt Stafford.
If you said successful last time, I would have been right with you.
You didn't let me because as soon as I said it, I was
didn't do
cut
that.
off.
That was Nick. I didn't do that.
What did I say?
You ripped him immediately when he said the thing about Stafford.
Stafford.
Stafford
Because I
versus
said that
Jared
Matt
Goff.
Stafford has been, of the last
take
decade, the most
Stafford.
overrated
yeah.
quarterback
But Goff has been more accomplished.
in a very short time frame.
It's a team game.
It is a team game.
It is.
I'm just
It
fucking
is.
around.
You know what? I might have to backtrack that quote because it's being used against me in foul ways.
Because I'm trying to figure out what it means.
That's
In
fucking
foul ways.
No, you win the Super Bowl as a team. That's all I was saying.
Absolutely. But
With that.
my
That's why
thing
none of
is
these teams are winning the fucking Super Bowl.
No,
because
it's-
they can't play a team
no,
game.
it's because
is
when
great.
Russ and
But
Kyler
Kirk Cousins is playing better football right now and has been
absolutely
playing
right now,
better football
right
than
now
Baker
he
Mayfield.
is. Right now he is. Last year did he? No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
He did. Did he make the playoffs?
No.
Thank you. Case closed.
Well, the Vikings
My thing
defense
is,
was the worst in the league.
When Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson are doing great, they're the MVP of the league. When they lose,
Listen,
it's a team
I'm
game.
not national. I am just me. I agree.
National. No,
I am not
you-
the
that's
national
how-
media. No,
You're saying Russell Wilson.
I don't put crowns on people like them. All I was saying
I
when
know.
you said that thing was Kyler Murray's better than Baker Mayfield, and it's not even close.
I don't. And
That's
I don't.
all I was saying.
I don't see that. I don't see how.
I think
And that's
it's
okay.
close.
I'm not knocking your opinion. Well, I was knocking it a little.
I'm knocking yours even worse because I don't know where you're getting that information. I got 7-9, 8-8. D Hop. I'm
Listen,
just saying.
if QB wins with the biggest stat for me, then that would be different. But it's not for me. It seems like it is for you.
QB
It does
wins is
matter
the most
a little
important
bit.
stat.
It does matter a little bit, but not. It's not everything. It's not. Kirk Cousins is
Right
playing
now,
better
who's playing?
football
Okay,
right now.
who's playing better football right now? Dak Prescott or Kyler Murray? And don't you dare say anything other than Dak Prescott because
He's
he
not.
is.
He's not, but he's playing good football. He's playing good.
How is Dak Prescott not playing better football than Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray's undefeated and has better stats right now, and he looks better. It's just blatant. Dak wasn't asked to do anything the last 2 games, and that's great because that's a good thing for him. That's why he was so efficient. It's good.
Oh my God.
He ain't win no big games yet, and you know that.
Oh, the Chargers wasn't a big game. I forgot.
No,
And he
but
went toe to toe with Tom Brady.
Listen,
Kyler
it's-
Murray went with
it's week
Ryan
2,
Tannehill.
Mike. He hasn't won any games that matter.
Who?
He hasn't won any games in his career that matter.
Who?
Dak Prescott. None.
Who has more playoff wins? Kyler Murray or Dak Prescott?
There we go.
With a worse team.
All right, we got to move on.
Move on, baby.
We got a show.
Yep. That means that we're out of sauce.
I don't know where to go with you with that. I really
Me
don't.
neither. Because I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
I'm at a loss because
You're telling me he doesn't have more wins. He beat Russell Wilson in the playoffs.
QB wins is your top stat right now.
Who won the playoff game? Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott? Oh, yeah. Facepalm.
I guess QB wins everything.
Keep going.
And I must be missing something.
This is beautiful. This is good content.
It is.
Keep going.
And Dak Prescott's team was worse than the Seahawks that year. 0 cap and gown.
Cap and gown. What the fuck is that?
All right, Giants at Saints. Saints -8. I can't.
He's furious.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
His skull is hot.
No, it's not. I can't match him right now. I can't.
Like that. I got the Giants +8.
Oh, now, by the way, it is Saints -7.
Yeah.
Correction.
All right, I'll take the Giants with the points and the Saints outright.
I'll take the Saints.
I did
and
the same
Giants
as Mike, by the way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we're all the same.
I really want to pick them to win that game. I just don't have those balls yet.
You play safe.
Mike's winning the spreads.
He's a safe boy.
In his defense, he is winning the spreads. And he's tied for first with the straight ups. So all three of us have the Saints straight up, and we have the Giants spread.
CJ Uzoma with 2 touchdowns tonight, by the way.
He's on
So
my
he must have
radar.
just scored again. Oh, it's 21-21 now.
He's on my radar.
And James Robinson scored again.
Yeah.
Radar.
Mike, I don't knock your trade. I thought it was fine. All right.
It's just tough to watch.
Yeah, I'd be
Seller's
obsessed with
remorse. But it's all, listen,
that. The remorse.
It's just now they look like a formidable offense.
The remorse.
Yeah, the
this
remorse.
is the Bengals defense still,
I
which
know.
has been okay.
I'm trying to take it with like a grain of salt.
I'm trying. I'm literally now. I'm complimenting you on your trade. This is Calvin Ridley we're talking about.
I know,
don't think
I know.
anybody would have done it.
I know.
I think so.
I would have done it too.
And it's PPR,
I
right?
would've done it.
half. And then you get the other half for the first down.
So I still would have done it.
Yeah.
I still would have done it. All right, Tennessee. This line has changed as well. Oh my God. Tennessee opened at -7.5. It's now -6.5 at the Jets. Jets money? What the hell's going on here? What you got, Nick?
I got the Titans, but give me the Jets with the points.
Fuck, I want to say the same thing, dude, because they got embarrassed.
I'm not gonna lie. I only
And
pick the Jets to win.
and the Titans defense is trash.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, if they're without Julio and A.J. Brown,
Yeah.
suddenly things are a little...
Give me the same.
I'm going Titans both ways, guys.
Shit, you talked me into it. I do, because
I mean,
they got
like it.
embarrassed.
I have to change it up on the spread.
They did.
And my
get
thing is
embarrassed.
their Titans defense is not good. So like I feel like this is an opportunity for the Jets to get a little bit out. Like you can't be as bad as you were last week.
And like I said, I mean, Zach Wilson shows like 2-3 signs a game where it's like he's got ability. He does. He's not going to be able to put it all together right now. There's no way.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to next year either.
No, he's got a long road.
Thank God they got all those draft picks, and they've been hitting all these picks for the most part. So, all right, this is probably the game of the week. There's a lot of good games though. There's a few of them that could be game of the week. This is probably the game of the week. 2 undefeated teams. Arizona 3-0 at Rams 3-0. Rams. Oh my God, the line moved again. It opened at Rams -4.5. It's now Rams -4 at home. 2 undefeated teams. Tough one.
Who did the Cardinals play last week? The Jags?
Yeah. And they did enough,
That's
but
when
they were not overly
They
impressive.
kicked that field goal and the Jags ran it back.
They still won by 2
halftime.
scores, but it was like I said, I thought it
There's
was
a
a disappointing
sick part
game.
of me that wants to take the Cardinals.
Go ahead, pick.
You want me to start here?
I want the Cardinals
Outright?
on the money line.
Wow.
I
We
can't
just had a
believe you.
debate about Kyler Murray, and now he's going to take Kyler Murray to beat
Because
the
Kyler's
Rams.
got to have a big game
What's
to
wrong
make
with
this
that?
happen.
That's crazy.
No, I think the Rams are coming off a big win, dude. Sean McVay acted like he won the Super Bowl last week.
I'm not going to knock anything you say about your picks because you're hitting your picks.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm like literally I think there's like an overwhelming sense of like someone just hit me in the back with a sledgehammer or something.
That was my cock.
Oh!
Whoa, pause, man. Damn. Time out. Whoa.
He slings real heavy.
Oh, man.
He shut it down.
Locking off.
We didn't even get to finish our picks.
Knocked him off.
Phil's already out of here. Oh shit.
All right.
I don't
get
even
back
know
to
what to
it.
say, Mike.
You got the Cardinals.
But I like your balls here.
What?
Because
You see what I'm saying? Do that
Hey.
again.
Hey.
hit the fucking whatever the fuck at this point. I just lost. I ran out of energy. I'm done now. I am done. I am coasting.
I
through
think
the
they
last
win
5
because
games.
I think emotion. Dude, I read emotions off of games.
And it's working.
Big emotional game.
It must be it. That is what I'm missing on the spread or something.
Big emotional game. Give me the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals too.
Oh my God! Fuck you both! Fuck you both!
I like the
that, see
Godfather.
that?
The Godfather did that last week too.
They give me a hard time. They obviously like my quarterback, and they give me a hard time for no fucking reason.
Oh, I didn't give you a hard time.
You like my quarterback, who's second in MVP votes right now. If the season ended today, it is Matthew Stafford.
Third.
And I am the Kyler guy apparently on this show. Listen, oh man, I got the Rams.
What the
Straight
fuck?
up. I already said this fucking 10 minutes ago. And you were agreeing with me at that time. I said, I agree with you, Mike, when we were talking about the Cardinals. And I said, oh, they got a big game against the Rams this week. I like the Rams straight up, but I got the Cardinals on the spread. This is not the best matchup for them. It's not. Because DeAndre Hopkins is still hurt. And it's probably a more significant injury than it's made out to be. Okay? Second thing is the Cardinals, the defense, still not overly sold. They can do enough to win this game. Don't get me wrong. Not overly sold. They got to get to Matt Stafford. That's the only way they're going to do this.
Well,
Okay?
they had the pass rushers to do it.
I think they do. But I just like the way the Rams are playing football right now.
I do
And
too.
this is interesting, though. Like, this is coming off a major win. A major win against Tampa Bay.
I hate picking the
But
Cardinals.
they're at home.
I hate it.
It was the
But
worst
they're-
thing I had to
but
do,
they're
but
at home.
I forgot how to cat.
Yo, you had them like literally 10 minutes ago. You said the Rams are going to win.
I know, but I was breaking his balls when we were saying it, but
Now I'm like truly like my head is like I came into this show with a migraine. I think my head just like poof like this. Like what the fuck? I don't know what's going on right now. Oh my God. All right. We'll move on. This is another good game. This is another major game. Godfar's got Arizona too. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's something in the water. I'm fucking out of it. All right.
it's that next level.
Seattle. Yeah, this is supposed to be the good water. It's supposed to be the good water. All right. Seattle at San Fran. San Fran is now favored, still favored by 2.5. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. Or maybe not.
No, not for me. Give me San Fran both ways.
Wow.
Go Hawks.
All right. Well, you're consistent with your Russell Wilson shade.
I'm not, bro.
Who?
I picked Russell Wilson.
Wait, which one?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
but
all right, I was gonna say we sparred, dude. I'm tired.
whoa.
Oh, he's.
Whoa. I picked Seattle to win
Oh, I'm not saying that.
both weeks.
But you're just waiting. You're waiting to
Well,
feast.
here we go. Give
You're
me-
waiting to
give me the Niners,
feast.
both ways.
It's not a bad pick. It's not. Like,
Go Hawks.
outright.
Okay.
You know it, honey.
I'm going Seahawks outright,
Nice.
and I think the reasoning is going to be obvious. I don't think Russ is losing another game in a row. It's just not happening. It's not fucking happening. And you want to know my other reason? I previewed this a little bit on last show. This is where things fall apart for Jimmy G a little bit. Jimmy G's not going to do enough again this game. They're going to lose this week. They're going to lose next week. They're going into the bye. They're going to fall behind these NFC West juggernauts, all right? They're going to fall behind. And San Fran's going to be 2-3, right?
2-2.
2-3.
After this week?
Because I said they're going to lose next week.
Okay. Then they'll be 2-3.
They're losing again next week. I forget who they're playing off the top of my head. I should probably check that real quick because this matters. This is important for my logic.
Keep going.
right?
I'll check.
They got the Cardinals.
They play Cardinals.
Who
Yep.
I have coming off a loss and playing at home in that game. And the Cardinals are going to fucking light it up that game. They're going to fucking destroy the 49ers. I shouldn't say that. They're going to put up at least 30 points, though. Okay? They're going to lose 2 in a row. San Fran has a week 6 bye, and then they come back week 7. Colts at home on Sunday Night Football. It's going to be the Trey Lance show.
Wow.
Week 7.
Okay. That's your prediction?
That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
Based on what I've seen so far. If I liked what I saw from Jimmy G, I might say otherwise. He's been all right.
I was just saying, he's
Alright.
actually played a little bit better.
He's
than
actually-
He's
hasn't
been
played that at all.
a solid game manager. But this team has higher aspirations than that.
I agree.
And he is not moving the ball downfield. He's not pushing the ball downfield at all. This is like a dink and dunk offense right now. It's not going to last. And the defense has, to their credit, put it together despite the injuries they've had. We already said this team is deep. That's when Trey Lance is going to start, week 7, right now. Start buying his cards.
Niners.
I mean, they're playing good football as a team.
They're very good.
They are.
Be careful.
That's the thing. That's the thing where I say
Careful.
team game matters right there. They're playing good ball as a team. Despite the quarterback.
I'm so happy
Mike,
you
you're
both picked Seahawks because I get to catch up in the rankings and in the records.
They're going to fall further behind. The Seahawks.
And I'm
Russell
sorry,
Wilson is not losing again.
There's no fucking way Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes are losing 3 in a row.
I'm going to have to get you out the mud like I'm training Marines.
Can I get in on a bet? Wait. Hold on. I've been waiting to get in on a bet. You want to bet on that one?
You want
Mott's, double Mott sticks?
I'm on a safe cat. So
Let's fucking go.
Like,
I don't know if I want Mott stick. Maybe cheese fries? You want to bet cheese fries?
I'll buy you
Let's
Domino's
do cheese
pizza.
fries.
Just do Domino's. Whatever you want. I don't
Gallery
care.
cheese fries. Or betting on that one.
All right.
I got Seattle. Nick's got San Fran.
Crib on
Write
it.
that down, Phil.
Crib on it.
Write that down. Gallery cheese fries. They slap too. Oh.
Damn, I might be feeding both my homies next week.
Or you could be eating a lot of shit.
I'm looking forward to it.
I care.
Oh,
you told me I
man.
didn't care before the episode started.
Yeah,
Nick's World.
I think you do care now.
I give a fuck.
Oh my God, another line that moved. Baltimore at Denver. Denver was favored out the gate, -1. It is now even. It's a pick'em game. Mike, what do you got?
Denver.
You got Denver?
I got the Broncos.
Wow.
I got Denver as well. It's hard. It's hard to play a mile high.
They haven't been tested yet, though. Truly.
It's hard.
They haven't been
Always.
tested. I got Baltimore. I hope Lamar plays. I think he's going to play. But there's a chance he doesn't play.
I got Denver.
I got Baltimore.
Okay.
Should I be shaking on this one, too?
You want to do it?
Do you really want to?
I'm down.
All right,
Are
fuck
you
it.
down?
Well,
Are you
so this
down?
one
Are
we'll
you
do
all the way
for this
down
one.
every time?
Domino cinnamon sticks on this one.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck them
Yeah,
up.
let's go.
Damn, I'm out here.
I finally got in on the action. 2 bets this week.
I'm about to gain like 10
Write that
pounds
down
next
too,
week.
Phil.
I'm about to gain weight next
I'm either
week.
gonna feast like a king. My cup size is gonna grow here. Everyone knows that that's
I
not
love
gonna
it.
happen
This
with
is
me.
great. This is great.
Everyone knows that's not gonna happen with me, but I can be funny. All right. Pittsburgh. We got 3 more. Pittsburgh at the Packers. Packers favored by 6.5.
I got Packers by about. I got Packers
Green
by
Bay both
14.
ways.
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm with you guys. Green Bay. Fuck the Steelers.
It's a Super Bowl rematch from what 2010. Wow.
It ain't gonna be a Super Bowl matchup. It's gonna be
Fuck no.
Aaron Rodgers. 3 touchdowns, or is it gonna be an Aaron Jones game? It's gonna be a Rodgers game.
It's gonna be a Rodgers game because he's gonna torch them.
No, it's gonna be Aaron Jones game because I need him in fantasy.
I
There you
need
go.
Aaron
How about
Rodgers in
this?
fantasy. That's why.
Since he had what 3 receiving touchdowns the other week, it could be all 3 of them to him.
I would
Could
love
be
that.
Major.
Let's do it.
All right, here's Sunday Night Football. This is the most interesting one. Okay, Sunday
I can't
Night
wait for this
Football.
fucking game.
I know.
Tampa
I
Bay
can't
and
wait.
Tom Brady running through the gates. Gronk and AB return.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
Tampa Bay -7 at the Patriots and Bill Belichick. Oh man. Why is this like? Nah, I'll let you guys pick first. All right.
Tampa on the money line, of course. And give me
Okay.
the Patriots with the.
Wow. Nick, come on, please.
I think it's gonna be Tampa money line, but give me New England.
Oh, I got Tampa. Like this is gonna be a murder.
Yeah,
You better call the cops.
I
Here's the
don't
thing.
think so because
Premeditated.
Belichick knows Brady.
If there's
He knows
one
that
You know
offense.
what else? Brady knows that offense
True.
to a T.
Okay.
True.
That's actually fair.
Actually,
I didn't look
think
at
that
it like
Brady
that.
knows them better than Belichick knowing.
He knows those.
Bucs.
He knows tendencies.
Okay.
And I think Gronk's going to have a touchdown. I think AB's going to have a touchdown. I think Brady's throwing for 4 touchdowns. And I actually am probably going to place the bet. I have not looked at the odds for that, but I really like that. It's just a sense kind of thing.
But
the
when it
Bucs,
seems-
and especially after the Bucs just lost and Brady got outdueled.
I know.
I'm sorry, Nick. He got outdueled.
He did not get outdueled,
He got
Mike.
outdueled, and he's gonna fucking destroy the Patriots.
He didn't get
This
outdueled.
is like the ultimate fuck you Patriots game. And Robert Kraft's gonna be shedding tears. They're gonna flip the fucking camera. Oh, I love him so much. I wanted him back.
You're going to have a hard on for him.
Had a hard on.
Robert Kraft's gonna have to address that at his fucking parlor.
Yeah, he's going to be giving Brady a massage.
And I hate saying that shit.
Going to Tootsie's.
He might be meeting up with Deshaun Watson this week.
No cap.
I mean, look.
That's fucked up.
This is going to be a crazy... when it seems too obvious, it's never like that.
That's
Everybody's
that's why it was
Brady's
like killing
gonna
me to
crush
say
the
it.
Patriots. Brady's going to crush
Yeah.
them. I get it. Like, I feel like he would. He will.
It was killing
But
me to
it's
say
just
it.
it's too obvious. When it's too obvious, and especially on Sunday night on prime time,
Fade.
it just feels like it's going to be a much closer game.
I was there. I was really there. Like I
Fade.
was there with you, but it feels like a home game for the Patriots.
Fade.
For Jesus Christ, it feels like a home game. Fade. It
Fade.
feels like a home game for Tom Brady. It really does. Like this is just it's too comfortable. And Mac Jones, like really, like I'm like. There's no way. Like he's not gonna. He's not gonna.
Actually,
do
fuck
it.
that. I want
Wait.
Tampa. I want Tampa both ways.
Here's why, and I'm not trying to talk you into it.
No, you already did.
How the fuck
Is Mac Jones
is
going toe to
the
toe?
Patriot? How the fuck are the Patriots gonna be able to run the football on the Bucs defense?
Damian
Like
Harris.
if they can't, they're not gonna be able to do that.
Damian Harris.
He might have 30 yards.
That's my guy. Don't disrespect.
30 yards.
No,
That's
in this game he might have 30. I love Damian Harris. How the fuck is he running on the Bucs run defense?
Talk your shit.
He's getting over 30.
All right, 40. I might be able to bet on that too. I don't know. I already made 2 bets. Yo,
Be careful.
I
That
just
is
don't
out next
see
week.
a game script that favors the Patriots one bit. This is like a mismatch to a T.
And
It's gonna
the
be
moment's gonna
ugly.
be big for Mac Jones, dude. He's 20
It's
years
gonna
old.
be ugly.
And he's playing Tom Brady.
I don't care.
I'm shocked that the spread's this low. I thought it would be like minus
That's-
13 and a half.
That's why I have New England with the point.
Man. Oh man. So you changed your pick then. Tampa Bay both
I want
ways.
Tampa both ways.
All right. Okay.
Safe boys.
All right, fine, Mike. I'll
Faith boys. Yum, yum.
let you change it. All right. Monday Night Football. This is also another big game. The undefeated, the Raiders. Undefeated.
Raiders.
Give me a Gruden quote. Why don't you? Or you could be the Danny.
I don't have one off the top
Just
of my head, but
give me-
Ryan Tannehill.
all right. John Gruden, 3-0. At the Chargers, and Derek Carr, by the way, just said, this is a home game for us, is what Derek Carr just said. That was a comment today. I'm licking my chops from the Chargers. Chargers favored -3. It moved in Vegas's favor. It was -3.5 Chargers. It moved. Oh, this fucking game. Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Chargers.
Okay. Who
They're
you got?
real, man. They're real. This is not a good game for the Raiders.
Did any game push? Do we push here?
No,
Like,
no,
what the
no
fuck are
pushing
we-
yet.
Not yet.
Really?
No
Okay.
push.
All right. Well, give me the Chargers and a push.
Chargers in a push for the spread.
Yeah.
So I guess if they push, you win. All right. Yeah, I can do that. All right.
I don't play safe over here.
That's good for you.
I like that.
Wait, so-
27-24.
Wow. All right, Mike. You want to pick Derek Carr, don't you?
I really do.
Do it.
I mean, they could do it.
Do
they
it
could
so I
do
can
it.
catch up in the rankings.
The Chargers defense can still be had right now.
Come on, do
They
it.
can be had.
Come on, safe boy.
Their run
Stop
defense.
playing.
Their run defense.
Fuck. All right, I don't give a fuck. I could take my licks. Give me the Raiders.
Okay. Nice.
Should we bet on this too? Should I have 3 bets going in 1 week? Do you want
No,
to bet
I'm
on
not
this
betting.
one?
No. I'm taking them though because I actually really do like the Raiders a little bit for some reason.
So I got 2 bets with you. And
Emotional. It's emotional.
Wait, do we have 2 bets?
Yo,
We have 2.
We talked about
Yo, and
Brady
this-
being one, but we didn't do it.
We got
Mike,
2.
Wait, do we?
We have 2.
this
Oh,
is
we do. The cheese fries and the fucking cinnamon slappers.
this is why I chose your son Kyler. This is
my son.
this is why I'm choosing them. Emotional
He's not
wins
fully mature
matter,
yet,
dude.
my son.
Kyler, what is it? Kyler William?
Kyler Williams.
Kyler Williams.
Yeah,
There you go.
Kyler Williams.
No, don't throw shade at my real son now.
Well, Michael
I
Williams
would never
cuter.
do that, Mike.
Yeah,
You know
Michael
that.
Williams cuter. And he's probably taller.
Yeah.
And he's more
Facts.
athletic.
Yeah.
And he's a better quarterback.
Yeah, way better.
He's got a cannon already.
Facts.
Facts.
But no, I do actually like the Chargers, the Raiders a little bit.
All right.
So
there you have it.
I got wiggle room. You don't.
This was an emotional show.
Oh, shit. You better hope that don't backfire.
No,
Guys.
you want to just jinx yourself. You
I
better knock
probably-
on some wood.
Here I come.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're coming. All right, we got to get Phil out of here, man.
That was great.
He's dying. We went way over time. All right, it was an emotional show. It was worth it.
Much love, baby.
We're going to have to discuss what team game means off the air. We're going to have to discuss this.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys next week at P&I.